Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Epic Wings here in Glendale, Arizona. It is time once again for the Thursday Night Football Schedule Release Show. James Poovey coming to you live here alongside my broadcast partner, Mr. Ed Cole. Ed, it's time once again to give the folks what they want, another season of epic Thursday Night Football, and we have got some outstanding matchups coming up this season.
I am so excited, folks, to reveal this schedule to you. We're here at Epic Wings. This place is packed because the excitement level is through the roof for football this season, and I'm so excited to get the season going, James. Year 3 of ESN.
That's exactly right. We are so pleased that you jumped on here with us this evening. Settle in. We got a great evening of football. We're going to visit with every one of these football teams and break down their upcoming season a little bit and then talk about the Thursday Night Football matchup as well. It's going to be a fantastic time here tonight, Ed.
Yes, I cannot wait to get this started, so let's go ahead and get it started.
Let's get it started. Let's take a short commercial break, and when we return, we'll visit with the participants of our kickoff game that'll be happening on August 17th at 7 p.m. as we kick off the Arizona high school football season on Thursday Night Football. Stay with us here on the Epic Sports Network. We will get this thing going when we return.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
Whether you're looking to burn calories or are on the path to earning your black belt, there is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class that covers exactly what you're searching for. Kids, teens, and adults of all skill levels, ages, and walks of life have turned to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for decades. Contact Gracie Baja North Phoenix 480-887-8673 and sign up for your free trial class today.
Gracie Baja North Phoenix. Jiu-Jitsu for everyone.
With 6 Valley locations, Burrito Express is your place to go for the best burrito in town. This is Burrito Express.
Burrito Express has been your local burrito joint since 1995, but hey, don't just take our word for it. Ask the mayor of Arizona high school football himself.
Chicken Burrito Supreme, that is my go-to. Can't go wrong with Burrito Express.
Burrito Express, a proud supporter of Thursday Night Football right here on the Epic Sports Network.
We welcome you back inside Epic Wings here in Glendale, Arizona. It's the schedule release show for Thursday Night Football. The 2023 season is upon us. It's that time, Ed. Let's get to it. Our first game, which will be happening on Thursday night, August the 17th, will feature the Scottsdale Christian Academy Eagles visiting the Santan Charter Roadrunners. We are pleased now to be joined by Coach Cartwright from Santan Charter, joining us here remotely. Coach Cartwright, how are you doing tonight, sir? We appreciate your time, and we appreciate you coming on here with us to discuss this matchup this season.
Yeah, likewise, guys. Doing well and excited to be here. Thanks for having us on.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you participating this season in Thursday Night Football. Just tell us a little bit about the offseason for the Roadrunners and what you guys are building out there in Gilbert.
It's been a great offseason. Obviously, you'll hear a little bit more from our quarterback, Zayden Neal, and one of our better upcoming juniors, Ryan Ellams. But guys have been working really hard in the classroom, putting a lot of time in the weight room. We had a great spring ball here for the last few weeks, and we're getting geared up to start our summer program next Monday. So a lot of great things ahead, and excited to be kicking off the 2023 season against a great opponent like Scottsdale Christian. We're looking forward to it.
Coach, you're coming off a really good season, 7-4, a playoff berth. What are you looking to do this season to build upon a really good season like that and just continue to get better and build your program?
Yeah, it was a great year one. Taking over the program in late 2021, one of my main goals was to make sure that we established a culture of accountability and a culture, circulated around character, academics, relationships. Very little talk about football in year one, if I'm being honest. It was just a lot of setting our standards and establishing our foundation and our pillars. And I thought the guys did a great job in year one on and off the field. One of the things I was most proud of was our program GPA last year. It finished at 3.2, and we sent 2 seniors off to college. But off the field, we did a lot of great things. On the field, 7-4 was definitely a respectable record in year one. We're certainly working to clean up a lot of things on all three sides of the ball, and we're looking forward to improving on that in 2023.
Coach, final question for you before we let you go here. Are there any players that have surprised you during the offseason? Maybe a guy that you didn't quite have on your radar, and then all of a sudden he's just in there working hard, showing up to every workout, every team event, and you say, hey, this guy's all in on this team?
Sure. I don't want to give Scottsdale too much. No, I got to be honest. We've had pretty incredible attendance to our weight program all off season. Guys have been on progress reports and playing multiple sports here at Santan. Can't really pinpoint one specific guy. We have a lot of guys from last year's team returning and have to replace a handful on both sides of the ball. But no, I would say that, from an individual player standpoint, I think we'll wait and see until August 17th.
Sounds good. Coach Chase Cartwright joining us here on the program, head coach of the Santan Charter Roadrunners. Thank you so much for your time, Coach. We really appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing you guys kick off that season against Scottsdale Christian on August the 17th. Thank you so much, and have a great summer. We will see you again very soon, sir.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Coach Cartwright from the Santan Charter Roadrunners joining us here on the program. We'll step aside, take a short break, and when we return, we will welcome in the Eagles from Scottsdale Christian Academy right after the break. Stay with us. More to come right here on the 2023 Schedule Release Show.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love, and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
I'm Marty Smith, and I'm a host and reporter for ESPN. When this opportunity came my way to become a member of Pit Boss Nation, I just started laughing, honestly. I started laughing because I was like, first of all, it fits right in my wheelhouse, but second, it's another way to build community. So I'm ready to crank that thing up.
We welcome you back inside Epic Wings here in Glendale, Arizona. It's the 2023 Schedule Release Show. Our first game of the season features the Scottsdale Christian Academy Eagles battling the Santan Charter Roadrunners. And now we're pleased to be joined here on set by those aforementioned Scottsdale Christian Academy Eagles. Coach Mike Sheehan joining us here, along with quarterback Jack Atkinson and lineman Luke Richardson joining us. Guys, how are you doing? Thanks for making the trip out here. We appreciate it. Give us a little breakdown on the offseason so far for Scottsdale Christian.
Okay, really quick. So thanks for having us out. This is awesome what you guys do. So I came out here and I thought I was going to have some room to have my family, and it's blowing up out here. So well done. Kind of getting into the offseason a little bit. This is my first year as head coach over at SCA, and I'm inheriting probably the best group that I could have inherited as far as like men and football players like Jack and Luke over here. We got Andrew Trapp, Jacob Trapp. That's his. I call him left brain. He's one of the twins.
I can use that.
He's one of the twins. We got the left brain and right brain kid. But it's been a great offseason so far, getting to know these kids and getting some hard work and kind of switching some things up on them a little bit. I hope it's working out for us pretty well.
Jack, how's it been with Coach Sheehan at the helm now at Scottsdale Christian and getting you guys ready to go for the next season?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a little bit different. I'm really excited, though. He's pushed us a lot harder than we've been pushed before, which is like we can't coast. Like he'll call us out, which I really like. Like nothing's easy.
Well, I have to be honest. Full disclosure here, I work at Scottsdale Christian Academy full time, and I've seen more players on campus this summer, if you will, for football and even into spring football, Coach, than I've ever seen there in 5 years. So kudos to you on that.
Yeah, I was trying to recruit in the way. I was recruiting the hallways and the lunchroom.
We don't say recruit on the show.
I know, no, but our own guys, right? My own, our own locker room, stuff like that. But yeah, it's going well so far.
Very good.
Jack, for you, how important is it to get an early start in the summer to go ahead and start getting some reps? Coming off a really great season you had last year, 30 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. That's an incredible touchdown to interception ratio, Coach, 15-1. So how do you build off of what you did last season, coming in early, getting those reps in, getting that practice in, starting to building that camaraderie with your guys in the summer?
Yeah, I mean, it's really nice that we didn't lose any receivers and we only lost 1 or 2 linemen. So it's nice just to keep the same core. It's like I've been throwing with the same receivers all year. So it's just nice to keep that chemistry and keep building on it. I mean, I have a big goal that I want for this next year, like to break Jack Miller's single season passing touchdown record.
Duly noted.
Yeah, so I'm just
he knows every single number by heart. So
I like it. That doesn't surprise me, Coach.
Yeah.
That doesn't.
Yeah,
surprise
so I'm
me
just
one
trying
bit.
to work hard in the weight room too to try to get a healthy season, and he's helping me achieve that, and just getting my chemistry up with the receivers.
Talk to us a little bit about those guys up front, Jack, that protect you. We're going to talk to one of those guys here in a moment, Luke Richardson, who's been up front for the Eagles as long as I can remember. How do they protect you, and what do they do for you and the football team? Because let's face it, it all starts up front, right?
Oh, 100%. You can't have the football team or offense without a good O-line. Yeah, so it starts with Luke at the center. He's been there 3 years now, so this will be his 4th year starting, which is crazy.
I feel like he's one of those COVID guys. He's in 6th year or something. Like, I feel like he's been there since,
He's a 6-year junior. Is that what it is? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, then we lost a couple kids, like just them transferring or seniors, but we'll have Braden Taco at tackle, and then one of our running backs is converting to a lineman. He's just a big power guy, but it'll be really nice because he's quick and fast, and he won't let anyone through. And then our left tackle is a good athlete, so he'll help my blind side.
Well, I can't wait to see the touches that Coach Sheehan has put on this offense. And when we talk about the big guys, we got one of those guys here with us tonight, Luke Richardson. Luke, you make it happen up front for the Scottsdale Christian Academy Eagles. How is it blocking for guys like Jack and those trap boys there at Scottsdale Christian?
It's great. I mean, if I get it back there, we'll block. They get the job done. It's all we have to worry about is protecting them for a few seconds, and they'll make magic happen. I mean, we've had plays. I thought it was over pretty much the second after I snapped it, and all of a sudden Jack throws it 40 yards downfield to Andrew for a touchdown.
You love
crazy.
to see it, right?
Yeah, I love those plays.
Well, that's right. No, go ahead. Go ahead. No, you're good. Well, the Scottsdale Christian Academy Eagles joining us here on the program. Thank you guys so much for making the trip out here. We really appreciate it. And they will take on the Santan Charter Roadrunners to kick off the Arizona high school football. So you realize that, right? You guys are kicking off the 76 days. Who's counting, though, right?
I've been doing it since like 140 since I met
love
these
it.
guys.
We love it. The Eagles of Scottsdale Christian joining us here on the program. Thanks so much, guys. We appreciate you making the trip. And we'll take a short break here on the schedule release show. And when we return, we will reveal game number 2, which had not been made public yet, when we come back here on the show here. Stay with us. We'll be right back with more schedule release show right after this.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love, and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
I'm Marty Smith, and I'm a host and reporter for ESPN. When this opportunity came my way to become a member of Pit Boss Nation, I just started laughing, honestly. I started laughing because I was like, first of all, it fits right in my wheelhouse, but second, it's another way to build community. So I'm ready to crank that thing up.
We welcome you back inside Epic Wings here in Glendale, Arizona. A great crowd on hand for the 2023 schedule release show. Game number 2 will feature the Moon Valley Rockets battling the Thunderbird Titans. Joining us here now on set, are those indeed Moon Valley Rockets. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Coach Maldonado and two of his players joining us. Coach, tell us who you brought here with us tonight.
So we got our free safety, Christian Vasquez, over there. He's going to be a junior. And our signal caller, quarterback, Damian Miller-Coleman, he's going to be a senior.
How has it been coaching these young men, and how has the offseason been getting ready for this 2023 campaign?
Oh, it's great. Year 2 for me back at Moon Valley was last year. We turned it around pretty quick, ended up 7-3, just missed out on the playoffs. But these kids are great. They bought into our philosophy and our system as a staff. And it's been a pleasure every day. These kids, they work hard for us, and we can't ask much more.
How has it been for you being a Moon Valley Rocket? We're going to show some film on you here in just a second, and it was kind of funny because I got a film link, and then I realized it wasn't quite the film I was looking for, but I liked it anyway. This is Damien hooping out there at Moon Valley, and I said, oh, you know what? We'll take some hoop film. Let's go. Talk to us about that, and talk to us about being a multi-sport athlete.
Look at DMC balling right there.
Oh, my goodness.
Look at him.
How about that? Come on now. I know he said he lost his voice. Yeah. He's been competing this week in sevens, and he's been making sure the guys are lined up right, Coach.
Yeah, he did a good job. He's been doing well for us. Tell them about being a two-sport athlete. They want to know about it.
Being a two-sport athlete is crazy. Like, our busy schedules is, like, a lot. All that exercise, all the workouts, it's a lot.
But it makes you better overall, right? Because a lot of the things that go into being a football player, go into being a basketball player, like agility, strength, and then the smarts upstairs, right? Because you got to know how to make the right decisions, especially at quarterback.
Of course. That's the hardest position, I think, in football, being the QB.
So, Damien, how is all of this basketball right here, being a multi-sport athlete, how has that helped you be a better quarterback? How is all this footage that we're watching you do all this stuff on the basketball court help you on the football field?
Being like a basketball player, it helps me on the field, like being a leader, being vocal, so everybody can hear me, and I just can't be quiet on the court.
Tell us what it means to you to play for the Moon Valley Rockets and play for Coach Maldonado, and how excited are you for this season coming up?
Oh, I'm super excited for this season, and playing for Coach Maldonado has been a good experience. He's been teaching me a lot. We're gonna have a great season. I believe we're gonna have a great season.
What do you know about those Thunderbird Titans? What kind of challenge are they going to pose to you guys this season?
It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a very good, intense matchup. I like the intensity it's going to be, and I think that's whoever comes on top, whoever put the most work in.
That's usually what it comes down, and that work goes in right now, Coach, isn't it? Right now, all those champs, all those rings, all that jewelry, all that hardware is won right now.
100% in the weight room. That's what we've been talking about when we came in at Moon Valley. The weight room wasn't a priority, and it's become a priority pretty fast. And the kids understand that everything you're going to earn, everything you're going to win starts right there. And these kids are doing that.
Great stuff, Coach. We appreciate you being a part of Thursday Night Football. The Moon Valley Rockets joining us here for the first time on the Epic Sports Network this season. They'll battle the Thunderbird Titans, who we'll talk with here after the break. Stay with us, guys. Thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate your time. We'll be right back here for more scheduled release show right after this at Epic Wings out in Glendale. Don't go anywhere.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love, and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
I'm Marty Smith, and I'm a host and reporter for ESPN. When this opportunity came my way to become a member of Pit Boss Nation, I just started laughing, honestly. I started laughing because I was like, first of all, it fits right in my wheelhouse, but second, it's another way to build community. So I'm ready to crank that thing up.
We welcome you back here to Epic Wings on the Epic Sports Network. It's the Thursday Night Football schedule release show. The Moon Valley Rockets will be battling the Thunderbird Titans on Thursday night, August 24th. 7 p.m. kickoff. We're pleased now to be joined by the aforementioned Thunderbird Titans, directed by Coach Matt Nallette. Coach, thanks so much for coming out here, bringing your Titans out, and joining us once again on Thursday Night Football. We're looking forward to a great season.
Oh, thanks, guys. It's great to be back out here, and glad you guys are doing our game again this year. Looking forward to it.
Tell us about the offseason and the work that the guys have been putting in.
Well, we just started our off-season program this week. Kids are working hard in the weight room in the mornings. We're out there doing 7-on-7s. We actually have a tournament tomorrow for 7-on-7. Just really, working at getting things fine-tuned so we're ready to go come fall.
And tell us about these young men you brought here with us today.
All right, I got number 55, Talon Flores, two-way lineman, defensive end and offensive guard. And then my other defensive end, Ryan Cavalami, who also plays wide receiver. So both two-way guys, great athletes and great representatives of our program.
So, Ed, it sounds like Coach Nallette gets it when it comes to the defensive side of the football. Am I right? Guys, tell us a little bit about, let's start with you, Talon. How is it being a Thunderbird Titan and playing for Coach Nallette? This guy has really impressed me in the short time I've known him, just a little over a year now. We'll take a look at some of your film here as well.
Oh, yeah, it's awesome playing for Coach Nallette. He really makes sure that everyone's welcome and just welcomes everybody in, treats them like family,
What kind of responsibility do you take being a lineman, knowing that everything starts up front and on the football field, and none of those skill players, if you will, and a lot of those guys are out here in the crowd tonight, they can't make any of those plays if it's not for you guys up front?
Oh, yeah, we just got to keep our players protected, work really hard to just keep our guys protected, and, yeah, just protect those guys. Make sure they don't get hurt, especially my quarterback. Got to keep him nice, keep him happy.
Always a good idea to keep that quarterback clean, right?
Keep that jersey clean, right? Ryan, for you playing two ways, offense and defense, how cool is that? And which one do you prefer, offense or defense, when you're out there in the field?
Me personally, I love playing defensive end, man. I just feel like I'm too athletic to not be playing defensive end. I love sacking quarterbacks. I love making tackles. I just love playing defense.
Tell me about that feeling you get when you're going up against that tackle, you get that first contact, you're into there, you get that separation you want, you're able to shed the block, and then it's just you and that cue, and it's just a race to see who's going to make it to the sideline first.
I love that physicality because I feel like there's no tackle in 4A that can really hold me. So it's like when I beat him, it's just me and the quarterback one-on-one, and I know I'm going to win. I have that confidence in myself.
I like it. You got to have that confidence on defense, right? Because defenses want to when it comes down to it.
Of course.
It's all want to.
Yeah.
See, JP, I can tell that he gets it done. Just looking at these numbers that I put in the iPad, 23 TFLs last season, 9.5 sacks. This kid's a baller right here.
Absolutely. But we saw him last season on Thursday Night Football as well, and we were excited to get back out there to Thunderbird. We appreciate you guys coming on here with us. We're looking forward to an outstanding game. Coach, before we let you go, what do you know about those Moon Valley Rockets?
Oh, I mean, the Rockets are, rivals of ours. We know them well. Coach Maldo's doing a great job over there. They're going to be well coached. They're going to be disciplined. It was a good game last year, and again this year it's probably going to be one of those games where winner's going to probably end up getting in the playoffs, and it'll be a competitive game throughout.
Should be great stuff. Thank you so much for joining us. The Thunderbird Titans here. They will battle the Moon Valley Rockets on Thursday night, August 24th, inside their home field over there just off of 19th Avenue and Thunderbird. Thanks, guys, for coming on with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, fellas.
We'll take a short timeout, come right back here, and reveal game number 3 when we return here on the Epic Sports Network's Thursday Night Football schedule release show. Make sure and stay with us. More to come next.
With 6 Valley locations, Burrito Express is your place to go for the best burrito in town. This is Burrito Express.
Burrito Express has been your local burrito joint since 1995, but hey, don't just take our word for it. Ask the mayor of Arizona high school football himself.
Chicken Burrito Supreme, that is my go-to. Can't go wrong with Burrito Express.
Burrito Express, a proud supporter of Thursday Night Football right here on the Epic Sports Network.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
I'm Marty Smith, and I'm a host and reporter for ESPN. When this opportunity came my way to become a member of Pit Boss Nation, I just started laughing, honestly. I started laughing because I was like, first of all, it fits right in my wheelhouse, but second, it's another way to build community. So I'm ready to crank that thing up.
With 6 Valley locations, Burrito Express is your place to go for the best burrito in town. This is Burrito Express.
Burrito Express has been your local burrito joint since 1995, but hey, don't just take our word for it. Ask the mayor of Arizona high school football himself.
Chicken Burrito Supreme, that is my go-to. Can't go wrong with Burrito Express.
Burrito Express, a proud supporter of Thursday Night Football right here on the Epic Sports Network.
We welcome you back inside Epic Wings here in Glendale, Arizona. It's the Thursday Night Football schedule release show on the air. James Poovey coming to you live alongside my broadcast partner, Mr. Ed Cole. We are pleased now to welcome in a trailblazing situation, if you will, Ed. Girls flag football becoming a officially AIA sanctioned sport this fall. And we are pleased to have the first girls flag football broadcast on the Epic Sports Network. And that is going to feature the Eastmark Firebirds hosting the Ben Franklin Chargers. Now, excuse the graphic there, Coach, because when we were talking earlier, this game was going to be at Ben Franklin that day, and then we had to switch it back, but that was a benefit to you. We are so pleased to have you guys come on here tonight and broadcast girls flag football because these ladies deserve everything that they have coming to them. They've been working hard in the offseason and getting ready for the season coming up, and it's going to be nothing but exciting stuff here. Tell us who you brought with us. This is Coach Nick Garces, excuse me. Your son's Nico.
Worries.
Nick Garces from Eastmark High School joining us here. He's the head girls flag football coach. Tell us about these young ladies you brought with us, Coach.
All right. I brought 3 of my players because they're girls and, they wanted to come together.
Traveling packs.
Exactly. And they also didn't want to wear jerseys. They wanted to.
Why not?
Be cute. I don't know. This is my quarterback.
The jerseys aren't cute?
Mike Lama.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I think we have the best jerseys in the game, but
well, I personally, I wish they'd have worn them, but I understand. I completely get it, but I wish they were on. We're going to take some look at Mai. Tell us about her right quick. She had some outstanding numbers, you said, last season.
Oh, yeah. This was our inaugural season with the team. Mai's first-year quarterback, killing it. She had over 2,000 yards passing, 28 touchdown passes. Also ran for over 300 yards. Just a phenomenal athlete, plays basketball, plays volleyball also. But I think she's really found her sport with football.
Why football? That's my first question for you.
I found that I felt like I was better at football. Like I just naturally kind of clicked in me, I guess. Yeah. That it was more natural to me. It was fun. I had really good teammates and really good coaches. So.
Well, Coach Garces is one of the best in the business. What was it that made you first fall in love with the game?
I just always had fun while I was playing. Like I found in my other sports that sometimes I just get mad. It wouldn't be fun anymore. But football, I can just my teammates pick me up. It's just fun. I like it.
Actually,
that's the optimum word, Coach. Fun.
I actually first saw Maya at a basketball game, and when I saw her go into the game, super physical. I think she picked up a couple fouls right away, and I'm like, hey, that's a football player.
All right, she might be good for some defense. Let's go. And then you find out she's a quarterback.
Well, she told me she could throw the ball, so we know half the parents tell me they can throw the ball.
We just saw she can do that quite well.
She did to the tune of over 2,000 yards this season, so it was a great season. I actually had a feeling she was a quarterback before I even saw her throw a ball. Just the way she carried herself, her leadership, she'd been great with the team.
Maya, did it take you long to get used to the football, the flag football, and being able to throw a football? And obviously it did because you threw for over 2,000 yards. And, Yeah, how many touchdowns, Coach? 30?
28.
28,
Close enough.
28, 30. Wow. Same thing. Did it take you long to get used to that?
I kind of like I already like played football, like not like actually played football, but like I would just throw with my brother. Like he played football before. We just play as a family, and it kind of just naturally came. It didn't take that long, but.
Let's talk to the other two ladies here joining us. How is it for you gals playing flag football? This is the first season. It's got to feel special for you because you guys are trailblazers. No one else has ever done this before. This is going to be the first season. This is an official AIA sport. How excited are you to be on the team at Eastmark?
I'm super excited. It makes me super happy to be able to make history for this team.
I just am glad that I was able to be part of this team, that everybody is super close and we're making history, which is crazy. We're like the first team in Eastmark history to ever play girls flag football, and it's just awesome.
A question for both of you, really. How has it been playing for Coach Garces, and what has he taught you so far in the short time you guys have been together?
Don't ask my daughter. Ask. This
Okay.
is Braylon Schermeyer. She was our receiver this season.
Yes. Braylon Schermeyer joining us here. Go ahead, Braylon.
It was super nice having Garces because he was a really good coach and he taught a lot. He would break it down and like help you understand things and just like teach you in a way that you would understand it and not make you feel stupid.
Now, Braylon, you had quite the numbers and quite the performance as well last season. We're going to take a look at some of your film. Coach, tell us about Braylon here.
Yeah, Braylon was a stud for us right away. Another basketball player. Saw her playing basketball, saw her hands, great footwork, and actually has another gear and that she doesn't always use. But she, I think, she had 79 receptions and almost 800 yards receiving and 6 reception touchdowns. She was kind of our possession receiver throughout the season. Anytime we needed a big first down, she was always there, always open.
How much are you guys looking forward to that first game coming up here in August?
I'm super excited. I'm ready to win.
Yeah, I can't wait. Even at the end of last season, I was just like, can we just get into it already?
Well, we appreciate you guys making the trip out here and joining us. The Eastmark girls flag football team under the direction of Coach Nick Garces. Thank you so much. It's great to see you again, my
nice
friend.
seeing you again.
Always great to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Stay with us here on the Epic Sports Network. We'll be right back to Epic Wings in Glendale for more of the schedule release show as we continue with another game here on the schedule. Stay with us. More to come right after this from Epic Wings.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
I'm Marty Smith, and I'm a host and reporter for ESPN. When this opportunity came my way to become a member of Pit Boss Nation, I just started laughing, honestly. I started laughing because I was like, first of all, it fits right in my wheelhouse, but second, it's another way to build community. So I'm ready to crank that thing up.
We welcome you back here inside Epic Wings in Glendale, Arizona for the 2023 schedule release show. James Spoovy coming to you live here alongside my broadcast partner, Mr. Ed Cole. We're pleased now to be joined by the producer for Thursday Night Football this season, Mr. Adam Beadle, a proud member of the Epic Sports Network team, joining us. Adam, how are you, my friend? You are joining us from where? Tell us where you went. I think you went out of town somewhere. Where are you at, my friend?
Yeah, so I'm in Iowa right now. My cousin actually graduated from medical school today. So
Unfortunately, I wasn't able. Yeah, unfortunately, I was not able to make it out there tonight. But super proud of my cousin, what he's doing, and just great to be out here with some family.
Well, absolutely right. We appreciate you coming on, and we appreciate you coming on to the team as well. We're excited to have you on board as the producer of Thursday Night Football. You're also going to be involved with some other things we're doing here on the Epic Sports Network, which we'll be talking about in a little bit as well. Some offerings that we're doing, but we want you to have a safe trip. We wanted to have you come on here in a little bit and just talk about, I know you've seen the schedule, but it's not been fully released yet. We got some pretty good games coming up, don't you think?
Yeah, I think there's some great matches we got going on, especially I think really in the second half of the season. We've got some great matchups that will have a lot of playoff implications as we head into, playoff season. So I'm really excited to see how it unfolds. We got a lot of star power, a lot of great talent on the field. First of all, I can't wait to watch these guys finish out this summer, and also to see them into next season is going to be great too.
And Adam, for the ladies to be on display with the flag football. Of course, we had the ladies on just a few minutes ago. I am so excited to call these games with JP and help you, and you produce us. And Alexis is going to be behind the camera. This is going to be so cool to create history with the girls flag football this season. This is going to be really fun.
Absolutely, man. I mean, I've always been an advocate for girls flag football. I just think that the opportunity that is presented is just a really amazing opportunity. I think a lot of these girls have a lot of really great talent, and I'm really glad that they finally have a arena to display that talent. And I'm super excited to see what this first season is like, and to really be a part of history. It's going to be really cool.
Well, Adam, we appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule and your trip there to Iowa. Congratulations to your cousin. That is fantastic stuff, graduating from middle school.
Yes,
and it's great to see that you're there supporting him. We appreciate you coming on here with us, and we look forward to seeing you again very soon as we get together and get ready to crank this thing out, my friend. Have a great rest of your day, and we appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, congratulations, Adam. That's really awesome, dude.
Yep. Thanks, guys. See you soon.
Yes,
we'll
sir.
see you soon. Adam Beadle, there he goes, ladies and gentlemen, joining us here on the Epic Sports Network, producer this year for Thursday Night Football. We're going to take a very short commercial break and come back and visit with the next game on our schedule. Stay with us. More to come here on the Schedule Release Show when we return to Epic Wings in Glendale, Arizona. We'll be right back.
With 6 Valley locations, Burrito Express is your place to go for the best burrito in town. This is Burrito Express.
Burrito Express has been your local burrito joint since 1995, but hey, don't just take our word for it. Ask the mayor of Arizona high school football himself.
Chicken Burrito Supreme, that is my go-to. Can't go wrong with Burrito Express.
Burrito Express, a proud supporter of Thursday Night Football right here on the Epic Sports Network. Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love, and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
Whether you're looking to burn calories or are on the path to earning your black belt, there is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class that covers exactly what you're searching for. Kids, teens, and adults of all skill levels, ages, and walks of life have turned to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for decades. Contact Gracie Baja North Phoenix 480-887-8673 and sign up for your free trial class today.
Gracie Baja North Phoenix. Jiu-Jitsu for everyone.
Go Nugs. We welcome you back here on the Epic Sports Network into the Thursday Night Football Schedule Release Show live here from Epic Wings in Glendale. We are going to announce the next game on our schedule. It features, if I can find the graphic here, there it is. It'll be the Central Bobcats visiting the Dobson Mustangs on September the 7th, Thursday Night Football, a 7 p.m. kickoff. We are very excited now to be joined by the aforementioned Dobson Mustangs on set here with us, Coach Bill Gotzel and his gentleman joining us. Coach, thanks so much for making the trip out here. We really appreciate it, and we're excited to have you guys on Thursday Night Football for the 3rd year in a row, my friend.
Love having you guys out. You guys always do a great job for us, and excited for the 2nd year in a row to be our honor game that you guys are out for. This year it falls on the it falls on almost a 9/11 weekend, so we're excited to have you guys out for that game.
Maybe a military appreciation night again,
Yeah,
possibly.
exactly.
Sounds
It's gonna
like
be
it,
First responder military appreciation 9/11.
Outstanding stuff. Tell us who you brought with us here today.
We got our middle linebacker, Tyler Pachesney. He's going to be a junior next year. Has started for us for 2.5 years. Then I've got our very special young man here, Elias Murray. Elias Murray's did great things, stepped up for our program, became a quarterback when he wasn't a quarterback his freshman year to help us out, and then has been a stud for us on the varsity levels for 2 years now.
Elias, how has it been for you playing for Coach Scottsdale? And then we're pretty familiar with your predecessor, Mr. Jordan Legg. How has it been for taking over for Jordan?
Well, I don't play quarterback at the varsity level. That was just freshman year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But playing for Coach has been awesome. He's really trying to get us into the future young men of America, teaching us not just about football, but about life. It's been good. It's been a good 4 years.
So many life lessons that are taught in this game. Am I right, Coach?
Absolutely. You know, this year we're coming up with probably a sophomore quarterback starting. He's taking over Jordan. He's done a really good job this season. We got him competing against a incoming senior.
Okay.
Right now, so we've got some competition going on right now to replace Jordan. But Elias does everything for us. He played defense for us for the last 2 years. This year, we're probably going to highlight him more on offense.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Coach, how has the offseason been with the workouts? I know you're getting this thing started, and you're going to really start ramping things up as it goes toward the season. How are the guys looking, the team that you're putting together?
You know, we've had great workouts this season. We've broken some PRs this year. We've got over 6 guys over 400-pound squats. So we're really making some headway in the weight room. Our linemen. We added Dave Jeffries, who's the head coach of Ben Franklin for the last few years, as our new O-line coach and our strength coach coming into this season. So we're excited about that. We've added a new defensive coordinator, so we're pushing forward in a positive direction.
Tyler Pachesney also on here with us this evening from the Dobson Mustangs. Tyler, what does it mean for you to be a Dobson Mustang and carry that torch over there off of Guadalupe Road?
It means a lot, especially stepping up this year as the upperclassmen, taking big roles of leadership. There's a lot that goes into being a Mustang football player than just playing football. Coach Goss has done a great job explaining this, like the life lessons and all the other stuff that goes around being a football player.
Because there's a lot more to it, not just performing on the field, but you got to do well in the classroom. You got to keep your grades up if you want to stay on the field to begin with. And there's a lot of challenges, and then you got other things that life just throws at you that have nothing to do with class or football or anything else, right?
Yeah, there's just a lot there with school and everything. And Coach Gosso's big thing is just grades. And the past 2 years, like, our team's grades have been so much better than they have in the previous years that it's been a great improvement.
Well, both of you guys have probably heard the term where they say the best ability in football is availability, right? And if your grades are in the toilet and you're slumping a little bit and you're not there for the football team and you can't be there for your brothers on Friday night, that's not a whole lot of help.
Yeah.
So you got to keep those things going, and that's definitely an important part of the process there over at Dobson High School. What do you know about these Central Bobcats? Unfortunately, they're not able to join us here on the show tonight, but what do you know about those guys over there under Coach Hovick?
Well, I tell you what, Coach Hovick has done a great job at Central the last few years. I follow him on Twitter quite a bit. He's a dynamic young coach. Does a great job over there at Central. I mean, Central's not an easy job to be at, and he has done a great job of developing those young men. And I'm excited to see what they have to come to offer, and I'm glad they were willing to support our 9/11 tribute that week. So that's huge right there. I know they got a lot of speed. I know they've got a very dynamic offense. So I'm excited to see what our defense can do to stop them, slow them down. We faced some of their kids during spring sevens in the club leagues and stuff like that. So we know they've got some athletes. So it's gonna be a challenge for us, but we're up for the challenge and we're gonna have some fun.
Great stuff. The Dobson Mustangs joining us here on the Thursday Night Football Schedule Release Show. Gentlemen, thank you so much for making the trip out. We really appreciate it. Their game will be against those Central Bobcats they'll be hosting, and if all goes well, it'll be Military Appreciation Night once again over there at Dobson High School as we honor those who honor or who serve us and allow us to come out here and do stuff like this and talk football.
Absolutely. That's what it's about, giving back to the community, giving back to those that support us. And, you can't get more appreciation to those that go give up their lives for us on a daily basis.
The ultimate sacrifice.
Absolutely.
Coach, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for taking the time. We appreciate you being on Thursday
Thank you,
Night
James.
Football
Appreciate
once
you.
again. Thank you guys as well. Stay tuned here. We'll be right back and reveal the next game on the 2023 Thursday Night Football schedule release show. We'll be right back to Epic Wings in Glendale right after this.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
Whether you're looking to burn calories or are on the path to earning your black belt, there is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class that covers exactly what you're searching for. Kids, teens, and adults of all skill levels, ages, and walks of life have turned to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for decades. Contact Gracie Baja North Phoenix 480-887-8673 and sign up for your free trial class today.
Gracie Baja North Phoenix. Jiu-Jitsu for everyone.
We welcome you back inside Epic Wings here in Glendale, Arizona. It's the Thursday Night Football schedule release show on the air. The next game on our schedule features the Skyline Coyotes visiting the North Canyon Rattlers. Joining us here on set now is the aforementioned Skyline Coyotes under the direction of Coach Adam Schermeyer. Coach, thanks so much for coming out here tonight and joining us. We appreciate you making what was, I know, a long trip from the 60 in Chrisman out there to get out here to join us tonight, but we appreciate coming out and talking about those Skyline Coyotes.
Yeah, appreciate you having us out here. We're excited for the season and looking forward to it and try to get ready for the grind.
How have things been there at Skyline since you got on board and tried to implement and put your stamp on the program there?
Good. Kids are buying in, working hard. Really seeing the off season this paying off right now, and as we get towards the summer, had a great spring practice. Numbers are up from last spring, so I'm assuming once the school year rolls around, we'll probably see a few more numbers come up. But 14 starters back on offense and defense, and one of the best running backs and quarterbacks in the state. And I think our offensive line is ready to rock and roll too, and we got a tough D line. So.
Those are pretty good returning numbers, Coach, right there.
Yeah.
And good to see a lot of kids coming out for spring ball as well.
Yeah.
That's definitely a positive thing to see as a coach.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Coach, tell us about the young men that you brought with us.
Randy Branton, he's our quarterback, second-year starter this year. Really came into his own towards the last few games of the season, where he just took the offense, and he's like having a coach out there in the huddle. Understands the offense, understands reading defenses, high IQ as a QB, and has put on 37 pounds this offseason. So we're expecting to do a lot more with his legs. We have his arms got a lot stronger, and he's got some weapons around him. One being Jordan Blake in the backfield. I think he had over 10 yards of 75 yards or more, and he's very explosive. Has a top end speed that not a lot of guys can track down, and again, amazing off season, and really put on some good quality muscle in the off season. So we're expecting to have a big year from him, and with our offensive line are averaging about 270 pounds, about 6 foot, 6'1", 270. So got some guys blocking for him. So
big boys out there in the Southwest
boys.
Valley, Coach.
Yeah.
Randy, as good as Jordan is, how important is it for you to be Coach talked about you upping your game as far as being a running quarterback as well. How important will it be for you to run just as much as Jordan and make it like a two-headed monster, maybe a 2 or 3-headed monster as far as your running game goes at Skyline?
Well, I think it's very important because it will really keep the defense on their toes. They really know what to expect, especially with Jordan's ability. Like Coach said, one of the best running backs in the state of Arizona. It's really an honor to play with Jordan. To be honest, being able to use my legs as well, add another dimension to the offense, it would be awesome.
Let's talk to Jordan for a little bit. Jordan, you guys obviously have to gel on offense together. You got to have that big offensive line in front of you blocking. How has it been playing for the Skyline Coyotes, and how much fun do you have playing running back? Most guys on offense are not huge fans of contact, but as a running back, you kind of have to be, right?
It's been pretty fun. Ever since Coach Schermeyer came, the program has turned around, and I would have to say last year was my favorite year of football in high school. We took big strides. Coach was a big part of that, and our O-line and our team we all meshed well, and Randy's a great leader, and he led us, and we're looking forward to this next season and him leading us again. So,
Jordan, I would say you were having fun last year. Just looking at this video, so many breakaway runs, like an 80-yard run, 800-plus yard rushing games, 21 touchdowns. So what was it about that offense that made you that prolific that you could have almost 1,600 yards rushing and that many touchdowns?
It was really my teammates. I wouldn't have had that much if it wasn't for them. So I would like to thank them and Coach Schermeyer for putting his trust in me to use my ability and get all those yards and touchdowns. Like I said, if it wasn't for like our quarterback, Randy, and the offensive line, then I wouldn't have had any of those yards.
Randy, a question for you. What is it like having a running back like Jordan Blake, who you know can break the game wide open on any single play, and having that security of that in the back of your mind, knowing that, hey, you know what, if things break down, I can use him as a check down, or if it's a design run play, you know that you're probably going to get some positive yards out of that and then maybe set yourself up for a nice little 3rd and short or something like that, right?
It's really awesome. Just being able to take some pressure off during the game, knowing that he's going to do what he does. He has great ability. I've never seen really anything like it. He's awesome to be around. I just love my guys, love my team. Being able to lead them is really just a dream of mine. I know that at any moment he could break away and just change the game. So,
how about those big boys up front blocking for you? You got to have those guys on their A game at all times. How do they keep you clean?
Oh, they're doing a great job. They've made some great strides during the offseason. They did a great job last season. There's some big dudes. So, I mean, like Coach said, averaging 270 pounds on the line, man. I mean,
what's going on with the training table out there, Coach? Keeping those guys all. Is there like a season pass the Golden Corral, or do you hand out in spring football, or what?
In the office, there's just cases of protein bars and protein shakes. It's actually pretty crazy.
They're bulking up out there at Skyline High School, is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
Great stuff. The Skyline Coyotes joining us here. They'll battle the North Canyon Rattlers on Thursday Night Football this coming season. Thank you guys so much for joining us and making the trip out here to Epic Wings in Glendale. Stay with us. We'll be right back, and we'll hopefully catch up with the North Canyon Rattlers if they've made it out. If not, we'll continue on with the schedule release show here on the Epic Sports Network. Stay with us. More to come from Glendale right after this.
I love Sky Zone because it's the most fun.
I love Sky Zone because it is the greatest workout.
I can jump off the walls and fly with my friends. Most fun.
It gets my heart rate pumping. It tones all my muscles. You can burn 1,000 calories an hour.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Jump into fun and fitness at Sky Zone, the original indoor trampoline park.
At Precision Air and Plumbing, we understand that we're all using our homes in ways we never have before. And we are dedicated to making sure that your air conditioning and plumbing are working at peak efficiency no matter what you're doing. When you make the precision decision, you can trust that we're going to hold ourselves to a higher standard and above all, operate with integrity. We're going to protect your comfort with the longest, most comprehensive warranties available, guaranteed. Give us a chance to earn your business. Visit us today at precisionairandplumbing.com.
We welcome you back inside Epic Wings here in Glendale, Arizona, the 2023 schedule release show on the air. Our next game on the schedule, we're going to reveal that here in just a moment.
As JP puts the headset on, there we go.
I got the headset on now. Here we go. That will feature the McClintock Chargers battling the Sienega Bobcats. And now we're going to head once again, Ed, I'm so excited to head down to Pima County once again to battle, to watch the Sienega Bobcats play football. They're going to host the McClintock Chargers this season. And we are pleased now to be joined here on the air by the Sienega football Bobcats joining us here under the direction of Coach Justin Argraves. Coach, how are you today? Thank you so much for taking the time. We know you guys have been waiting your turn, and we appreciate your patience, but we finally got you on here. Tell us about the offseason and how things are going down there in southern Arizona.
Oh man, well, first of all, we appreciate you guys having us on, man. It's a big honor, and we're excited to have you guys out here in Vail this upcoming season. But yeah, the off season's been great. We wrapped up 3 weeks of spring ball a couple weeks ago. Gave the kids a week off to prep for finals, and had our youth football camp this week. So the kids are out there helping with that, and first 7-on-7 tournament tomorrow. So we're getting ready to rock and roll. We're excited.
Coach, those two young men to your left, who are they? Introduce those young men.
Yeah, so I got Ari Dubin right here sitting next to me. So he's going to be a senior next year, receiver, defensive back. He was first team All-Region last year. Also plays special teams, one of our returners. So, very excited to have him, coming back and playing on both sides of the ball. And then next to him is our quarterback, Evan Weber, another going to be senior. Evan started the year last year as our backup quarterback, and then we had an injury to our first string quarterback, and he stepped in about week 3, week 4, ended up throwing for close to 1,800 yards and was first team All-Region quarterback as well. And on top of that, he was first team All-Region punter. So two tremendous young men who get it done on the field, and also, high academic kids, close to 4.0 GPO kids.
20 touchdowns, Coach. That's some major offensive production down there in Vail, Arizona. How are you guys able to do it? And tell us a little bit about that offensive line protecting things up front for you guys.
Yeah, so offensive line this year, we had to replace some key pieces, but they're doing a tremendous job. Offensive line coach, my offensive coordinator, they've been working together for a handful of years, and so just to see the progression over the last few years into what's developed now, very exciting stuff. On the offensive line, we got couple returners, like I mentioned. We got some guys that were pulling up from the JV that we're pretty excited to see. So they've done a great job during spring ball, and excited to see when we get the pads on.
Evan, Coach talked about the numbers you put up last year, almost 1,800 yards passing, 20 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 4 rushing touchdowns on the ground. What was it about that offense last year that made you put up those kinds of numbers and be that prolific as a quarterback coming into that kind of a situation?
Yes, sir. Just the dimensions of our offense. We got speed on the outsides. We got route runners on the insides. Like being able to get the ball to them, having them know them going to be open. Just being able to get them the ball, that took a lot off my plate. And then being able to trust Coach Argraves and Coach Nightingale running not only the offense with Coach Nightingale and then Argraves with the way that he runs our team. And the way that our offense was ran last year, it made things 10 times easier to step in and take over. And I'm excited coming up for this year to build off what happened last year.
Coach, final question for you guys. What do you know about those McClintock Chargers coming down to battle you guys on Thursday Night Football?
Not too much. Obviously, we don't see a whole heck of a lot of film up there from the Valley area, but definitely, know that they're well coached. Got a good coaching staff who's got a strong background, and we're just we're excited to host them down here in Vail and see what happens.
Well, we're excited as well, and we appreciate you having us down once again. We're excited for that game coming up on Thursday Night Football this season. Thank you guys for taking the time out and hanging out and waiting for us to come on. We really appreciate it. Take care. Keep up the good work, and we will see you down there in the fall in Vail, Arizona. Thank you to the Sienega Bobcats, Coach Justin Gargraves, and his 2 gentlemen joining us here on the program. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Great stuff here. We'll take a brief time out, and when we return here on the Epic Sports Network's Thursday Night Football schedule release show, we will visit with the McClintock Chargers. Stay with us. We'll return in 30 seconds.
With 6 Valley locations, Burrito Express is your place to go for the best burrito in town. This is Burrito Express.
Burrito Express has been your local burrito joint since 1995, but hey, don't just take our word for it. Ask the mayor of Arizona high school football himself.
Chicken burrito supreme, that is my go-to. Can't go wrong with Burrito Express.
Burrito Express, a proud supporter of Thursday Night Football right here on the Epic Sports Network.
I love Sky Zone because it's the most fun.
I love Sky Zone because it is the greatest workout.
I can jump off the walls and fly with my friends. Most fun.
It gets my heart rate pumping. It tones all my muscles. You can burn 1,000 calories an hour.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun. Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Jump into fun and fitness at Sky Zone, the original indoor trampoline park.
At Precision Air and Plumbing, we understand that we're all using our homes in ways we never have before. And we are dedicated to making sure that your air conditioning and plumbing are working at peak efficiency no matter what you're doing. When you make the precision decision, you can trust that we're going to hold ourselves to a higher standard and above all, operate with integrity. We're going to protect your comfort with the longest, most comprehensive warranties available, guaranteed. Give us a chance to earn your business. Visit us today at precisionairandplumbing.com.
We welcome you back to Epic Wings here in Glendale. It's the Thursday Night Football schedule release show. We're about 2/3 of the way through this thing. We're pleased now to be joined by the McClintock Chargers, who will be battling the Sienega Bobcats down south, going south of Tucson, actually. Coach Fell and a couple of his gentlemen here tonight with us. Coach, thanks so much on Thursday Night Football once again this season. We're excited to have you guys on. Just give us a little bit about the offseason and how it's been.
You know, this offseason, we weren't real good last year. We were 3-7. And so these boys knew they had some work to do. And it was my first year being at the school. So we have a football class, weightlifting class, and kids did a great job. You know, they did a nice job in spring football. And, you know, they got a lot to prove. So we're excited about the season.
How have things been different this season? Obviously, you said last year was your first year in the program. Now going into year two, how have things been just a little bit different, maybe on the positive side?
Well, you make these young men accountable. And, when you see them every day, you can say, hey, why weren't you lifting weights, or why weren't you doing this and that? And the ones that are sticking around, they're the ones that are going to play. So, you know, that's what you do. You get the guys that want to play and do the things you ask them to do, and then you have pretty good success.
Absolutely. Tell us about those two young men you brought here with us today, Coach.
Peter Shoppy right there beside you, and Daniel Navarez. Those two young men played for us last year. Peter was a wideout and our star, or I guess our buck. He played outside linebacker, and Daniel was inside linebacker. Going to make him do some offensive line stuff. But both these young men worked very hard, and, you know, they need a shave, but, you know, that they still look good. They still have girlfriends once in a while.
Hey, Coach is always on duty, right, Coach? A coach is always on duty. That's one thing for sure.
I got here, you know, what they look like. I was like, they both could use a shave, but that's all right.
We're taking a look at some of Peter's film here right now. Peter, how has it been being at McClintock, playing football for the Chargers over there in Tempe, and playing for Coach Fell over here?
It's been fun. It's better than from where I came from. It feels more like family, and like we all work a lot harder than we used to. And this year's hopefully gonna be better than last year.
You think you guys are gelling a little bit more as a team and maybe a little bit more productive this season?
Yeah, it feels like we're hanging out. It's not just a bunch of random kids on the field together. Just, you know, we feel like a family.
And Daniel, how's it been for you being a McClintock Charger, playing for Coach Fell? And you guys are really trying to get things gelled up over there. It takes time. A coach comes in, it takes time to put his stamp on a program and really get everybody's buy-in to what he's trying to get done over there at McClintock.
No, yeah, like Peter said, we've been, you know, collaborating more as a team. Really feel more like brothers this year than we did last year, because last year we didn't. It was something else. But no, this year we do better.
Every year is a new year. You know, you
Yes,
got
sir.
a new group of players. Sometimes you have a new coach or two maybe on the staff. Maybe the head coach is still there, but you got to keep putting those pieces in. How's the offseason been in the weight room for you guys?
It's been a lot better. Last year, no one was showing up, no one was working hard, but now it's most of us are always there, always working. You can tell that we're working a lot harder than we were last year.
And how do you guys help Coach Fell out as far as policing each other, if you will? Like maybe a guy's not showing up for weights, or he's missed a couple workouts or a team meeting or something. You're like, hey, listen, man, you got to get in here because we want you and we need you.
No, yeah, we check up on everybody, make sure everybody gets there on time. Or this summer workouts, everybody's been there. So far, it's been good. Everybody's been working, so it's pretty good.
That's great stuff. Great stuff. Well, McClintock coming on here with us. What do you guys know about those Sienega Bobcats, Coach?
Just what we heard tonight. You know, I got a nice quarterback, threw 20 touchdowns. We don't even know where the town is, but you know,
it's just off the 10.
Okay, they got a hold of us and wanted to play, and I thought, you know, it'd be something different. We're used to teams around there, and you know, we're excited about it. You know, take a road trip.
Yes,
it's on that Thursday night. When we come back on that Friday, it's right before our fall break, where we have 2 weeks off and we just play football for 2 weeks.
Perfect.
So, you know, I think it's going to be a good test. Obviously, they're going to be tough. And so we're excited about it.
It's a fun atmosphere down there. I had never been down there either until last season. We did a game down there for the first time, and it's a fun place. You know, it's kind of out there, and there's not a whole lot around except that football game that night. So you'll see there's a big crowd on tan, and they start showing up about 3-4 o'clock, I think, for that one. So it's going to be fun.
Well, we'll tell our fans they better get there then.
Yeah, they better get there early and get their seats early,
No
right?
doubt.
The McClintock Chargers joining us here on the schedule release show. Thank you guys so much for making the trip. We really appreciate it, and we look forward to your game down there in Southern Arizona this fall. Stay with us here on the show. We'll come back and release the next game on our schedule for the Thursday Night Football 2023 season. Stay with us. More to come right here from Epic Wings in Glendale.
I love Sky Zone because it's the most fun.
I love Sky Zone because it is the greatest workout.
I can jump off the walls and fly with my friends. Most fun.
It gets my heart rate pumping. It tones all my muscles. You can burn 1,000 calories an hour.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun. Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout! Jump into fun and fitness at Sky Zone, the original indoor trampoline park.
At Precision Air and Plumbing, we understand that we're all using our homes in ways we never have before. And we are dedicated to making sure that your air conditioning and plumbing are working at peak efficiency no matter what you're doing. When you make the precision decision, you can trust that we're going to hold ourselves to a higher standard and above all, operate with integrity. We're going to protect your comfort with the longest, most comprehensive warranties available, guaranteed. Give us a chance to earn your business. Visit us today at precisionairandplumbing.com.
We welcome you back here on the Epic Sports Network. It's the Thursday Night Football schedule release show. Special thanks to Epic Wings for having us out once again here this season, hosting the schedule release show. It's always fun coming out here to the West Valley, Ed, and celebrating all these wonderful athletes and coaches.
Absolutely.
Next up on our schedule, we got another one of those girls' flag football games coming your way. That one will be taking place on Thursday night. Let me pull it up right here. Thursday night, September the 28th, it'll be the Marana Tigers coming up from Southern Arizona to battle the Mountain Point Pride. And we are pleased now to be joined by the head coach of the Mountain Point Pride girls flag football team. Coach, how are you tonight? We appreciate you coming on with us, joining us here and talking about your team a little bit. Give us a little bit about your excitement for the upcoming season and what you're trying to build over there at Mountain Point High School.
How you doing, guys? Hey, great to see you there. Hopefully you can hear me okay. We are actually right into finishing up a summer workout. So we're live on the field.
Outstanding stuff. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight, Coach. We're excited for the football game. You guys are hosting the Marana Tigers, and we're excited to have that game live here on the Epic Sports Network. We see your ladies behind us. Tell us about a couple of those ladies and how much they mean to your program and how excited they are to start playing football.
They're super excited. So for us, this is our second season, returning season for us. We did get to be fortunate enough to be one of the teams that played last season, and we're super excited to return with a bigger schedule, more teams involved, and it's going to be a great year for us.
Coach, I'm sure that had to be a blast to make history last year, being one of the few teams, one of the few girls flag football teams. But now, as you mentioned, you get to build upon that in year two. That's got to be an exciting thing to go into year two and to continue to build on a historic sport.
Yeah. I mean, it's been super exciting, and one of the biggest things I can say, I've been involved with flag football for a really long time, and to be a part of, the beginning of this great process and the explosion that girls flag football has had, there's nothing but going up from here, and I expect to see growth all across the state and getting every single district involved. As you can see, it's already gone from about 30-something teams last season to about 60-something this season.
How has the support been there from the administration and Mr. Frana at Mountain Point as far as girls flag football?
Mr. Frana, it's been probably the top notch, the best I could ask for. From the beginning time that they reached out to me to be a coach to the time that throughout the entire season, even though our schedule's been limited, he's been all about it. He's been one of the more supportive ADs. He's making sure that we've got the main field, we're on the stadium, we're under the lights. We've got what we need in uniforms and practice, necessities and equipment. He has been 100% behind it from the get-go.
Outstanding stuff. Coach Sergio Ramirez joining us here from the Mountain Point Pride girls flag football team. Thank you so much for coming on here. We appreciate your time, and we look forward to your game coming up on September 28th against those Marana Tigers. Thank you for
Can the
hanging
girls
out
say
with
hi
us.
really quick? Everybody say hi from the
Absolutely,
background
we'd
there.
love to it. Hi, ladies. How are you?
Hey, ladies.
How excited? Can we talk to one of them right quick, Coach? Put one of them on right quick.
Yeah. Here, sorry, our audio is pretty low, so we'll do our best here. I'm going to put on Amaya Moreno here, incoming freshman and QB here. And again, well, we're going to do our best to hear you.
Great stuff.
Hello.
Hey, Amaya, how are you? Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. We're excited to watch you ladies play football this fall. Tell us how excited you are to represent the Mountain Point Pride on the football field.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited. I feel like the season is going to be the season when we take it all. And it's definitely going to be a great experience with these girls. And I feel like it's definitely going to be our year this year.
Amaya, it's good to get you ladies coming off of a practice. How spirited and how physical was that practice today?
This practice, it was a little light. It was more of a mental practice, like learning the plays and stuff for like some of us freshmen. But yeah, we ran some plays and we got our work in today.
How much has the boys team there at Mountain Point supported you ladies throughout this process of becoming an officially sanctioned sport this season?
Yeah, Mountain Point has definitely supported us. I mean, they're really trying to push girls flag football, and I feel like they're definitely supporting us, pushing it more, and yeah.
Great stuff. Amaya, thank you so much for joining us. And Coach Ramirez, we got to let you run, but thank you for hanging in there. We appreciate your time, and I look forward to that game this coming fall against those Marana Tigers. Thank you so much, and we appreciate the pride as always. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate you guys having us on. Thanks so much.
Absolutely. Take care. The Mountain Point Pride will be battling the Marana Tigers coming up on Thursday night, September 28th, right here on the Epic Sports Network. Ed, it's exciting stuff. Girls flag football is here, my friend, and it's been a long time coming. There's been a lot of people that have been involved with getting this sport officially on the map here in Arizona, and I'm excited that we're a part of it.
And you heard what Coach Ramirez said, up to 60 teams right now. So that's how that just shows how popular and how this sport of girls flag football is blowing up.
Unbelievable stuff. We were hoping to catch up with the Marana Tigers tonight, but unfortunately never got any communication from them as far as getting them on the show, but we hope to catch up with them again soon, and we will definitely talk with them in the fall when they come up here to the Valley of the Sun to battle those Mountain Point Pride. Let's take a short timeout, and when we return, the next game on the schedule is up. Stay with us here on the Epic Sports Network. More to come on the schedule release show right after this.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love, and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
I'm Marty Smith, and I'm a host and reporter for ESPN. When this opportunity came my way to become a member of Pit Boss Nation, I just started laughing, honestly. I started laughing because I was like, first of all, it fits right in my wheelhouse, but second, it's another way to build community. So I'm ready to crank that thing up.
Use the headset.
We welcome you back here on the Epic Sports Network, the Thursday Night Football schedule release show on the air. Our previous game we just talked about was the Marana Tigers against the Mountain Point Pride. We're featuring girls flag football this season on the Epic Sports Network's Thursday Night Football coverage. A total of 3 scheduled games and a possible 4th game in that last game of the season. But now we move on to the next game here, and it's going to be the Westwood Warriors against the Cesar Chavez Champions on Thursday night, October 5th at 7 p.m. We are pleased now to be joined by the Westwood Warriors here on set under the direction of Coach Brandon Large. Coach, thank you so much for being a part of Thursday Night Football once again this season. Talk about what's going on over there at Westwood.
We just started our summer workouts this summer, this week on Tuesday, and we had a good spring, and we're just kind of getting after it now in the summer.
Talk about these two guys you brought here with us. Tell us who you got.
Yeah, so we got Jordan Hanks. He's our quarterback, senior quarterback. Had a great year last year for us. Has had a great offseason. Really looking forward to seeing what he can do this year. And then we have Anthony Azul. He's a senior linebacker. Anthony was slow to the start of last season due to an injury, but came on strong at the end of the year, and we're really excited to see what he does this year.
Jordan, we'll go with you first. What does it mean for you to be the leader of this team? You've been in there for a number of years now and to really put your stamp on this Westwood Warriors football team.
As a leader of the Westwood football team, it means a lot just taking on this whole persona and this whole responsibility to kind of go in there, having to transfer over and then taking that early role. Really just means a lot that I get to come into this new organization and kind of put my own stamp on it, and as well as make a new family. So
what has Coach Large meant to you here as a coach for the Westwood program?
He's meant a lot. He's been kind of like my guide through the entire thing. You come to a new school and you got to learn a new playbook. You got to learn kind of everything. We're all kind of new to it. So
yes,
he was a huge part in the whole process.
Jordan, how much of a transition was it for you coming from another program to this one and getting acclimated to how things work at this school?
It was a huge transition, but with great leadership as like Coach Large and Coach Licht and some of the other coaches on the staff, they've made it much easier. So I'm definitely grateful for that and everything they've done.
Talk about your linemen up front, Jordan. How do they help you out, protect you, keep you clean? Because those guys up front make it all happen when it comes to the skill positions, as they say.
Yeah, they've got a lot of food on their plate. They've got a lot they got to do, and the group of guys that we got up front, they're very intelligent. They're very good at being students of the game, and so when it's time to go, they know how to answer their questions. They know their roles, and I'm excited to see what they can do for us.
We'll transition over now and talk with Anthony Azul joining us here, a linebacker for the Westwood Warriors. How is it playing defense for Westwood? And that's a want-to position right there on defense. It's all want-to. Nobody's really nudging you. You got to go get it yourself if you want it, right, Anthony?
Yes, sir. Playing defense for Westwood is really, especially with the new playbook, with the new coaches, it was a lot to learn, but it was way more organized and made way more sense. And the way how we transition on how different offenses line up, and we have a play for any formation really, and it's really fun to play, especially in the defense and linebacker.
What have you worked on personally as a football player in the offseason to try to bring in to your toolbox here for the 2023 season as we look at some of your film here?
Really my speed and just getting better at covering receivers, especially the shifty guys on the outside, such as the slots, and playing outside linebacker and adding more moves to my bag. Because, I play DN, and then transition to a linebacker and being that walk down guy.
Sure.
And
it's different.
Yeah, it's different. And
it's absolutely different.
A lot more responsibility, but it's fun, though.
How is it going up against guys like Jordan in practice every day and those big offensive linemen we were just talking about? How do those guys make you better?
They make me better just by playing good quarterbacks like Gio with the reads and knowing when he's going to take off and what he's capable of. He can jump off a pass that is really hard to fit through a tight window, but he also can run. So that's what I keep my eye on, really, just making sure if he scrambles out the pocket, I got to go get that.
Coach, how important are these two guys to your football team?
They're very important. Both of these guys are leaders for us. Anthony plays with a high motor, a lot of energy, flies around the field, and he's more of a lead by example type of guy, and which is great, and we need that. Gio has kind of stepped up and been more of a vocal leader for us this year on the offensive side, and we're just really excited, and we're grateful to have these guys in our program.
What do you know about the Cesar Chavez Champions as we get ready to let you guys go here? That's going to be a great matchup there, and Coach Chipley has really got that team turned around.
Yeah, so we played them the first game of the year last year. It was my first game as a head coach, and they really took it to us. So I'm excited to get the chance to go out there and play them again. and we know that they'll be well coached and they'll have good players across the board. So I'm just excited for the challenge and looking forward to it.
Well, we appreciate you guys making the trip out here to Glendale for the schedule release show, and also appreciate you being on Thursday Night Football. Once again, we're excited to see the Westwood Warriors and all you guys bring to the table. Thank you guys so much for taking the time. We appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Stay with us here. We'll take a short break, and we'll visit with those aforementioned Cesar Chavez champions when we return here on the program. More schedule release show coming up next right here on the Epic Sports Network.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
I'm Marty Smith, and I'm a host and reporter for ESPN. When this opportunity came my way to become a member of Pit Boss Nation, I just started laughing, honestly. I started laughing because I was like, first of all, it fits right in my wheelhouse, but second, it's another way to build community. So I'm ready to crank that thing up.
We welcome you back here on the Epic Sports Network. It's the Thursday Night Football schedule release show. We are pleased now to be joined by the Cesar Chavez champions and Coach Mann filling in for Coach Chipley tonight. Coach, thank you so much for coming out. Tell us about the two young men you brought here with us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us. I got the heart and soul of our teams here, man. So we got our offensive lineman here, Anthony Peoples, and then we got our two-way guy over there, offensive lineman and defensive lineman, Jason Chain.
Now tell us who you coach and what role you play there for Cesar Chavez, Coach.
Yeah, so I'm the D-line coach there, and then I also help with the recruiting as well. But this will be my third season going into the program. So
okay,
it's been a really fun, exciting just process throughout the whole time, getting to know these guys and really just honing in on everything here.
How has Coach Chipley been able to really revitalize that program over there at Cesar Chavez?
Man, Coach Chipley has been amazing. He's a great leader. He does everything the right way. He's a coach that empowers his assistant coaches as well. So,
all right,
and he also gives these guys the tools that we believe to be successful, not on the football field, but also as young men in life.
Outstanding.
I guess I was going to ask him a question, but I'll
hit it.
How would I want to do this? Okay,
go ahead. We'll just share the
I'll
mic.
ask it, then I'll give it to you.
Absolutely.
So, Jason,
we're going to run some of his film here in a second.
Yeah.
Too.
So run the film while I'm asking Jason.
All right, here we go.
There we
Bingo.
go. We'll get Anthony.
There
he
is. We'll get Anthony in a second.
Yeah, Jason's
up.
Yeah, Jason, being a two-way player, how cool is that? And what do you prefer, offensive line or defensive line? I'll pass the mic to you, then you can answer.
It's good feeling to be a two-way player, because I could dominate on both sides of the field. But I personally like right guard offense more than defense.
Why?
It's since my freshman year, I've been an offensive lineman mainly, so it just feels better. I feel better pass blocking, run blocking. I can hit people. It just feels better. I like the way it feels.
So, Jason, the game kicks off. You're about a series or so into the game or so. How long does it take you to know that guy across from you and say, okay, I got your moves down now, man. You got about 2 moves. I got about 3 counter moves for those 2 moves, and we're going to have fun here tonight.
It takes me about 4 plays.
I like it. 4 plays. How about that? How about that?
Good little 4 plays. And I'll be like,
what are you studying when you look at that other guy? Are you looking at his hips, at his feet? What are you looking at?
Usually, when I'm looking, I look at his hands to see how
Okay.
much pressure he's put on it, so I know how hard he's gonna attack at me.
Yeah.
And usually, I'll look at his helmet, see if he's looking around. That means they're gonna probably twist somewhere, and I'll be like, all right,
Yeah,
kick
and
his
if he's
ass out.
leaning on a hand, it's going to be a run play. If
Yeah.
he's sitting back on that hand, it's pass play, just so you know.
Yeah.
You can tell right away. Coach, am I right?
Absolutely. You can definitely read a lot in this game.
Anthony joining us here. Anthony Peebles joining us as well here on the program from Cesar Chavez High School. How is it playing for Coach Mann and Coach Chipley and all these guys that are pouring into you guys every day and trying to make you become the best version of yourselves?
Honestly, it's one of the most empowering things I've ever been a part of. They've always encouraged me to be better, always, just made me feel like an all-around better player whenever I do something to, impress. But, yeah, really, it's just been a great experience so far. Everybody's just been so cool, honestly, helping me around, and I just appreciate all my coaches, everybody that's been there along the way.
Right. When you say appreciate something that they would appreciate, what would be something that you could do that these coaches would appreciate and go, hey, you know what? That's the champion's way of doing it right there. That's how we do it here at Cesar Chavez.
All they asked me to do is just keep them grades up and keep our quarterback unhurt, So that's
Can't
all
ask
I
for much
do.
more than that, right, Coach?
Exactly.
And how do your opposing linemen help you guys out as well in practice? They make you better every single day, even though when you might not even realize it.
Yep. So what they do to help us get better is, they watch us while we're like, film time. They're watching us while they're watching themselves, If you already watch your film, you watching around. So they like, hey, work this, work that, that's what you're missing or that's what you need help on. They help you with that.
How important is the relationship that you build with that guy and vice versa?
It's pretty important. It's pretty important to me because he's my center, and we share the O-line together. So I gotta be on him to make sure he's doing his job. He be on me to make sure I'm doing my job. We know our assignments.
It's the ultimate team game, isn't it? But you still have to do your own job, right, Coach?
Absolutely.
I mean, everybody's got to come together, but everybody's also got to be doing their own thing.
Everybody's got
at
to
the
do
top
their
level.
part, and it's got to be done together. Once it's done together, it's a beautiful thing, right?
What's been the most special moment for you since you've been at Cesar Chavez?
Just seeing these guys develop into young men, right? Go off and do something productive, whether it's continue to go on in college or whether they decide to learn a trade or something like that. That's been the amazing part. Football for me is obviously we love it, but it is secondary.
Right.
The main thing is just going off and be successful young men into this world.
And do these guys, and a lot of these guys we had in this room here earlier tonight, do they realize what an opportunity they have to possibly have their college education paid for via something they love to do and that they consider to be fun, Coach?
Yeah, they realize that, and they're really trying to get after it. We kind of touch on that with me being a recruiting coordinator. I kind of let them know, like, hey, this can set you up,
Yes.
4 years from
Yes.
now. It can really set you up into a great path to be able to graduate high school and college with possibly, little to no debt.
Yes.
So they do realize the opportunity and how blessed they are to be able to play this game and continue to move on. Possibly in college.
And you and Coach Chipley, I'm assuming you guys are obviously preaching about grades and keeping those things up, because if all that stuff is not where it needs to be, none of the other stuff really matters.
We are constantly nonstop talking about grades, making sure you get the right GPAs, make sure you're being respectful to those teachers, all those things you need to be a successful young man. So yes, we are constantly, they probably get tired of hearing us talk about the grades,
But
I'm sure.
don't stop.
No, absolutely not.
That's right.
Never,
Don't ever
never,
stop.
never.
Absolutely. And that's why they're called the Cesar Chavez Champions,
Absolutely.
folks. Coach Mann and his two players joining us here, Anthony Peebles and Jason Chong. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us here on the program. We'll step aside, take a brief timeout, and come right back here for more schedule release show here on the Epic Sports Network. Stay with us. The next game is coming up. We're just about done, folks. Stay with us. Another couple to go. We'll be out here. Have a good night. Stay with us. Right back.
I love Sky Zone because it's the most fun.
I love Sky Zone because it is the greatest workout.
I can jump off the walls and fly with my friends. Most fun.
It gets my heart rate pumping. It tones all my muscles. You can burn 1,000 calories an hour.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Greatest workout! Jump into fun and fitness at Sky Zone, the original indoor trampoline park.
At Precision Air and Plumbing, we understand that we're all using our homes in ways we never have before. And we are dedicated to making sure that your air conditioning and plumbing are working at peak efficiency no matter what you're doing. When you make the precision decision, you can trust that we're going to hold ourselves to a higher standard and above all, operate with integrity. We're going to protect your comfort with the longest, most comprehensive warranties available, guaranteed. Give us a chance to earn your business. Visit us today at precisionairandplumbing.com.
Appreciate it. We welcome you back here on the Epic Sports Network. It's the Thursday Night Football schedule release show. We are about 3/4 away or a little more through this thing here at Epic Wings out in Glendale. Our next game on the schedule, let me bring that up here right quick. It's going to feature a brand new football program out there in the far Southeast Valley. It'll be the Santan Foothills Sabercats against the Chrisman Rattlers. Joining us here on the program remotely from the East Valley right now is Coach Corbin Smith. Coach, thank you so much for taking the time out. We appreciate it. I was excited to hear when you were starting the program out there at Chrisman High School in the far East Valley out there in Queen Creek, and was excited to get you guys on Thursday Night Football, and here we are. Tell us what's going on out there and the development of that brand new program.
All right, I got a question first. How much did Cody Cameron pay Burrito Express to be their spokesman?
You know what? He didn't pay him anything. It was a free burrito, Coach. It's very simple. Cody's a simple guy to please. Really simple.
That's true. No, first of all, appreciate you having us on.
Absolutely.
I didn't bring any kids on for numerous reasons. We haven't even played a varsity schedule yet. This will be our first year, so it's kind of one of those things where our kids have to earn that right to get on this. It's been a privilege. It's been an honor. It's something that when I got into high school coaching and specifically became a head coach, that a goal of mine was to start our own program from the ground up. My ex-brother-in-law started Perry. My ex-father-in-law started Red Mountain. So I saw how they did it. And it's truly, for me, and I think our staff, it's something super special.
Coach, I know it's been a challenging and uphill battle to get this program together, but how rewarding has it been so far to know that you're just a few months away from playing your first varsity game as an organization?
Yeah, it's super exciting. Kids are excited. It's a little scary. We're going to be playing with pretty much 85% sophomores, 15, 16-year-old kids against 18-year-old kids. And I don't care what division you're in. There's a big difference in strength and size and speed. Our kids are pretty talented. They work their butts off. And I think the biggest thing that I'm proud of them for is just, they're the first people at that school. Every tradition, the way that they put forth the work and the expectations from us as coaches, and how they embrace it and implement it in their daily lives, on and off the field, is something that's special. And like we tell them, they're setting the standards for as long as I'm there, however long that may be.
Coach, those kids are indeed trailblazers. They're starting things out at Chrisman High School out there in Queen Creek. How much pride do those kids have in putting on that uniform? I mean, obviously a very special thing. You talk about there's a lot of young kids there, but they still got to have that gleam when they get to put that Rattlers jersey on and go out there and get ready to compete for Chrisman High School.
Yeah, a lot of pride, and we talk about that all the time. One of my mainstays that I kind of stole from my dad, who stole from Bo Schimbeckler, was pride, poison, team. And that's kind of our motto: take pride in what you do, be poised at all time, and embrace the team and be team first. They overall have a super, super high IQ. They picked up things quicker as freshmen and sophomores because we're pretty complicated offensive scheme-wise and defensive scheme-wise. But they picked things up quicker than any varsity team I've been around. So, it's important to them. It's important to their families. It's important to our community. And, we're trying to embrace it all and include everybody.
Absolutely right. Coach Corbin Smith joining us here from the Chrisman Rattlers. Thank you so much for your time, Coach. We're going to let you run, but we look forward to seeing you in the fall as you guys host that game against the Santan Foothills Sabercats. Thank you so much.
Hey,
have a great evening.
Guys.
We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Coach.
Bye.
Coach Corbin Smith joining us here on the program. We'll step aside, take a brief timeout, and come right back here and visit with the Santan Foothills Sabercats when we return here on the Epic Sports Network's Thursday Night Football schedule release show. More to come right after this. Stay with us.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
Whether you're looking to burn calories or are on the path to earning your black belt, there is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class that covers exactly what you're searching for. Kids, teens, and adults of all skill levels, ages, and walks of life have turned to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for decades. Contact Gracie Baja North Phoenix 480-887-8673 and sign up for your free trial class today.
Gracie Baja North Phoenix. Jiu-Jitsu for everyone.
We welcome you back here on the Epic Sports Network's Thursday Night Football schedule release show. We're pleased now to be joined by Coach Carlin and his Santan Foothills SaberCats. Coach, thank you so much for taking the time out. We're excited to feature you guys on Thursday Night Football this season against those Chrisman Rattlers. Just tell us about the offseason and your preparations for going into fall 2023.
Thanks for having us here tonight. Appreciate it. Been a good spring. We had a lot of athletes that were involved in spring sports as well. So we got a week. We started a week late with our football, but they're out playing baseball and track. And, these two were – Dalton was in the track finals and David's playing baseball in the playoffs. But we've had a good spring. We started our summer lifting program this week. Great attendance, awesome attitude, and the kids are really getting after it.
Good stuff. How much does it mean to you to have two guys like this that are multi-sport athletes that in the football, quote, off season, they're still out there working and getting faster, stronger, and better?
That's what we want out there at Santan. We're trying to create a good athletic community, and just by being involved in more sports, we're becoming better. And we're going to count a lot on these boys this year.
Tell us about these two young men who you brought here with us today.
We got David. He's a returning starter on our defense, had 5 interceptions last year, and he's going to be a big-time leader on defensively. Dalton is last year as a sophomore, he's our quarterback, and we kind of kept it easy on him. Didn't want him to try to win all the games, but
no pressure, Dalton.
But
no pressure.
He proved that he was capable of the task, and we're expecting big things out of Dalton this year. We're going to open it up for Dalton.
Dalton, let's open it up for you indeed. How does it feel for you to be the quarterback, the leader of the SaberCats out there, and competing for the football team every Friday night, or Thursday night, we should say in this case?
It means a lot. It's a lot of pressure. A lot of stuff is on my hands. After everything that the team goes through, then it all falls onto my hands, and I have to have not only stuff towards them, but I have to have my own accountability with myself.
How much are you able to rely on your offensive linemen and your other skill players like your running backs, and then that defense, led here by David when you guys are not on the field to get those other offenses off the field so you can get back on the field?
The linemen work really hard. They put in a lot of work in the offseason, lifting weights and doing a lot of sports with track and throwing and stuff. Well, they just put a lot on the line for everything.
How disciplined do you have to be a two-sport athlete? I mean, you go right from football. You probably take basketball. Maybe you play basketball too. I don't know.
No, I play soccer after football.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you're a 3-sport athlete then. Yes, unbelievable, Coach. How about that? Oh, wow. Both of them 3-sport athletes, Ed.
Yeah, so David plays baseball, football, and soccer. I got it on the notes right here. How fun is that, David, to be able to do so? Baseball and soccer, how does that translate to football, and how does that make you a better player being good at those sports too?
Well, it's fun playing 3 sports, for the school, representing the school, and it's a lot of learning experiences because you get to get new coaches, so you become more coachable, and yeah.
David, we're going to take a look at some of your film right here, but during practice every week, how do these guys on offense make you better?
A lot of competition, a lot of 7-on-7s. Just a lot of competition.
Really good stuff. How much are you guys looking forward to being on Thursday Night Football this season, and a pretty good game it should be against those Chrisman Rattlers?
I'm excited. I can't wait for this football season to come. I've been waiting all year.
Anything planned for the summer? Any trips, family vacations, or anything like that coming up?
I'm planning to go to California with my friend Cullen. Scott,
okay, that'll be fun.
I'm doing a lot. I'm going to the gym. It's called EOS, and I go every day. Working something different.
Nice. Very good. He's probably going to be working out on the trip as well, Coach. So no worries there, right?
They got football camp coming up as well.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Football camp coming up as well. How about you? What are the plans for the summer?
Just looking forward to practices and football camp. That's really it.
Very good. You guys have been hitting the weight room, I'm sure, as well, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely good stuff. Santan Foothills Sabercats joining us here on the schedule release show. Coach Carlin, thank you so much for your time. I know you guys made quite a trip to come out here and stayed pretty late waiting for us to get through this schedule, but we definitely appreciate your time. And we look forward to featuring you guys this fall on Thursday Night Football. Stay with us here on the Epic Sports Network. More schedule release show coming up next. We will release another game here on the schedule. We're winding this thing down here from Epic Wings in Glendale. Stay with us. More to come right after this.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
I'm Marty Smith, and I'm a host and reporter for ESPN. When this opportunity came my way to become a member of Pit Boss Nation, I just started laughing, honestly. I started laughing because I was like, first of all, it fits right in my wheelhouse, but second, it's another way to build community. So I'm ready to crank that thing up.
We welcome you back here to Epic Wings in Glendale. It's the Thursday Night Football schedule release show. We got a special guest joining us right now. We're going to figure out exactly where he's at, but he just popped in here a moment ago. And Coach Corbin Smith there from the Chrisman Rattlers, just talking about him a minute ago, asking about a little bit of Burrito Express. It is the mayor of Arizona High School football joining us right here. He's wandering through some airport here in the U.S. Tell us, Cody, I know you're headed to the Dominican Republic. Where are you right now?
We're in Terminal 3 here, checking in the Delta Airlines, and got the flight time wrong. I flew out about an hour and a half, which means I get to join on the show live with everybody in line over here. So I'm pretty excited.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Hey, what's awesome is you guys had Coach Carlin and Coach Corbin Smith on, and I just talked to those guys. I had meetings with them this morning, and I saw Coach Smith ripping me a little bit with the Burrito Express stuff. I absolutely love it. But I absolutely love Coach Carlin, too, and that Santan team. I call them the Fighting Carlins. One of my favorite teams in the state.
Outstanding stuff, man. We appreciate you coming on here with us. I know you're on your way out of town, but you've seen this entire Thursday Night Football schedule. Before I let Ed ask you a question, are there any games that jump off the page at you?
A couple of games absolutely jump off the page because, one, you guys did a fantastic job of naturally scheduling.
We lost your video, unfortunately, pal.
Are you guys there?
There you are. Now we got you. Go ahead. We got you.
A couple of those games, I look at Central at Dobson, right? Two teams like Coach Godsoe, who I know I think you guys had him on already.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he is fantastic, man. Everything he's done with Dobson in terms of just him as a head coach at that school and Mesa Unified with all the facility adjustments and getting a lot of those kids on campus to buy in. And then flip side, same thing with Central. Beautiful football field. Coach Hovick, one of the youngest head coaches in the entire state a couple years ago. And they have phenomenal talent. There's a kid, Cassidy Miles, at Central. Transferred in from Poston, 6'5", 200 pounds. Kid's super good. He's going to be on a lot of college radars. That's a marquee matchup for me. You know, that's a game I circle on my calendar. So to get that on Thursday Night Football, and it's all about, just like what you guys preach every single day, it's all about exposure. As much exposure for the athletes that we can possibly provide them. That's our job as media. And you guys do a great job of that, and just matchups up and down the board. A game like that, high-key matchup with two really good teams that are really well coached.
Cody T, how excited are you to see us unveil girls flag football?
Great for the state. We have tremendous female athletes. They are really. I look at the championship game this past year, which I believe was Castile and Hamilton, and a couple of those girls, man, they were faster than some of the guys. They were phenomenal. And the really cool thing about it, gentlemen, is there's a lot of high school football coaches in the state that really enjoyed coaching that this spring. Highland High School, Coach Lyons, one of the best defensive coordinators in the entire state of Arizona.
Yes.
He was the girls' coach, and he loved it, man. He was so serious when I visited him at practice. He was a butt kicker. He coached them the same exact way he coaches Highland High School, the football team, one of the best teams in the entire state. So it's a great opportunity. I love it. It's really good for the state of Arizona.
Absolutely great. Cody, we'll let you run. We appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule. We got a couple guys here joining us in person that we'll have on the show in just a couple of minutes. Chris Eaton and Jacob Saliga are in the house here with us. They are finishing your plate of epic wings right now as we speak, as a matter of fact.
Love it, gentlemen. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for having me.
We appreciate you.
Thank you,
Have
brother.
a safe trip, my man, and we'll talk to you very soon.
Yeah, travel safely.
See ya.
Cody T joining us here on the program. Always great to visit with him, the mayor, as we like to call him, of Arizona high school football.
Great to get him as he's getting ready to get on a plane to the DR. Awesome.
It is great stuff. We'll take a short commercial break and come back with another girls flag football matchup right here on the Epic Sports Network's Thursday Night Football schedule release show. Stay with us.
I love Sky Zone because it's the most fun.
I love Sky Zone because it is the greatest workout.
I can jump off the walls and fly with my friends. Most fun.
It gets my heart rate pumping. It tones all my muscles. You can burn 1,000 calories an hour.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun. Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout! Jump into fun and fitness at Sky Zone, the original indoor trampoline park.
At Precision Air and Plumbing, we understand that we're all using our homes in ways we never have before. And we are dedicated to making sure that your air conditioning and plumbing are working at peak efficiency no matter what you're doing. When you make the precision decision, you can trust that we're going to hold ourselves to a higher standard and above all, operate with integrity. We're going to protect your comfort with the longest, most comprehensive warranties available, guaranteed. Give us a chance to earn your business. Visit us today at precisionairandplumbing.com.
Welcome you back here on the Epic Sports Network's Thursday Night Football schedule release show. The next game on the schedule, we're pleased once again to feature girls flag football this season, and it's going to be the Canyon View Jaguars against the Desert Edge Scorpions over there in Goodyear. We're pleased now to be joined by the Canyon View Jaguars on set here inside Epic Wings. Thank you so much for joining us, Coach. We appreciate it. Tell us about your program and these young ladies you brought here with us this evening.
Yeah, so we are having so much fun.
That's the name of the game, isn't it?
That's
the number one name of the game.
I don't think people really grasp how much fun girls flag football is. With all due respect to tackle, what these girls are able to accomplish and do is so fast and high octane and making catches and just plays.
Acrobatic type stuff.
I'm telling you
Coach.
what, and they don't have pads. So, I mean, they are doing it. They're putting their bodies on the line at all times. And, I mean, it's amazing.
It's
They're
renegade
type football,
and as fun as it is, Coach, they put work in to have that kind of fun, right?
When people ask me about it, I say this is kind of arena football when it comes to the high octane. I mean, it is go, 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 go. And so, yes, the training, the experience is a little, that's the learning curve. But I think that's for the state to a large, except for our East Valley compatriots.
Yes.
So.
And how has it been? How gratifying is it for you to see this game and this sport become officially sanctioned here and become an official sport in the AIA this coming fall?
They deserve it so much. I know. I'm gonna brag on Caitlin here for just a second. This has been something that her parents were telling me that she's wanted this her whole life.
Wow.
She's played flag football with boys as a quarterback on a boys team ever since fourth grade.
Yes.
And she's wanted this, and then here she is, a sophomore going into her junior year, and now it's realistic for her.
The coolest thing, before I ask you to introduce these two ladies that you brought here with us today, is to look over and see that smile. I call it the football smile.
The football glow.
The
glow.
Because I played the game, I've been there, I've had that glow, and it's only one sport that gives you that glow.
100%.
And to see that on these young ladies is absolutely amazing. And you said it, they deserve it, and they deserve to be here. Ed.
They deserve it, and they're going to open a lot of eyes. I whatever you think you know about flag football is going to be, when they watch this, it's going to be blown out of the water when they go, I didn't know.
I had no idea.
I had no idea.
No idea. Tell us about these two young ladies who you brought.
So this is Macy Bassett, kind of one of my defensive specialists. and this is Caitlin Jewell. She's my quarterback. Both have flag football experience.
Okay.
And had absolutely phenomenal seasons. We only had, so the way the schedule panned out and everything, we were only able to put in 5 games.
Okay.
Everybody else got 6, if not 7, and that's just in our district, the Agua Fria district.
Okay.
Now, at the end of that season, Caitlin ended the season with only 5 games, over 1,400 yards passing and 250, 60 yards rushing.
She runs it too, Ed.
In 5 games.
Unbelievable.
And then Macy, who's probably the most humble and shy, and Macy taught me, don't judge a book by its cover, because she walks around campus the most unassuming person you'll ever see. The way she dresses, the way she carries herself.
Right.
She had in 5 games 56 flags. And yeah,
she plays defense.
She plays defense.
Okay,
she's my defensive captain.
Okay.
56 flags. The next closest person to her had 27. and we had Eastmark.
About double them up if I'm no mathematician there, right?
Yeah,
Ed?
I mean,
my goodness.
But I was giving the Eastmark coach a little bit of a hard time because we were talking and because we played them.
Yeah.
And Macy had 17 flags in one game.
Against Eastmark.
Oh,
wow.
So in one game, 17 flags. So don't judge a book by its cover.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. You don't understand what these girls are going to show.
Well, let's talk to you first. How much fun are you having playing football? I mean, Coach talked about it. This has been your dream, and now it's a reality. It's here.
Yeah. I mean, since a little kid, I've always loved it, and it never went away. I play other sports too, and I think it's common. We have other girls from other sports. They just love it. They usually favor football too. It's a lot of fun. It's competitive. So
take me back to that moment when you initially fell in love with the game of football. When was that?
I mean, I grew up. Since I was little, I watched my brothers play. I got bored eventually on the sideline just watching. So then eventually I just started playing, and I just fell in love with that. I just went with it.
What kind of, do you feel any pressure being the quarterback and being that leader of the football team? You know, everybody, it's the facts, Coach. When things go really well, quarterback gets some acclaim. When things go really bad, quarterback gets a little bit of that blame.
We only go as far as Caitlin takes us.
Yeah, I think I've always been pretty confident in my role, so it's like I do get down, but I don't let people see it because I am like the leader. I'm kind of who the team goes with what I say, what I do. So
and having that confidence and that championship body language, as we like to call it, Coach, is important for a quarterback, right?
100%. And knowing that she now has aspirations for life after football, after high school.
Yes,
that's a reality too now.
That's already happening too for these ladies. That's right.
That's one of the things that we've talked a lot about is, yes, your skill is awesome. What are those leadership capacities that you need to take you even to the next level to be a leader of women? And so she's getting there, and she's doing an awesome job. So super proud of her.
Let's turn our attention over here. How much fun do you have playing defense? Obviously, defense, it's a want-to position. You got to go get everything for yourself and diagnose plays. How much fun do you have playing defense? And sounds like you have a lot of fun because you're out there getting some penalty flags and causing a lot of havoc.
Oh, yeah, I have so much fun. I think it's definitely like a mental part, not so much just physical, but you have to read the plays a lot and understand what's going on. Yeah.
How have the Canyon View boys team reacted to you guys, and how much support have they given you ladies?
They support us a lot, actually. I think they've come out to a few of our games and cheered from the sidelines and whatnot. I think they really like us.
Two of our varsity players actually were our PA announcers in
no
the
way
booth running the.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, it was awesome. And they did a great job. They did it.
That is fantastic. Yeah. How much fun are you guys looking forward to having on Thursday Night Football this year? It's going to be a tough game against Desert Edge. I mean, those guys know how to play football. The guys, and I'm sure the gals, that's going to roll right over to them as well.
Oh, look.
Coach Rogers knows what he's doing.
I started at Desert Edge.
Okay.
And so I was there for most of my teaching career before moving to Canyon View. And so I have a very special place. But, man, I'm telling you what, October 19th, all that
is on.
That's all gone.
It is on.
Luckily, Coach Rogers and I are really close friends. So that's always a nice little grudge match, too. So
Coach Rogers, one of those salt of the earth guys.
I tell you what, we definitely are going to be playing for bragging rights because for
Absolutely.
the next 365 days, somebody is going to be holding something over something like he's back there laughing.
Yeah, he's back. He's waiting his turn.
Right.
He's waiting his turn.
He knows I'm right.
I know. He's coming up next. Don't make no mistake about it.
We'll have to put breakfast on the line or something.
Coach, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you,
We
Jay.
appreciate it. We're excited to showcase you ladies. Thank you for coming out and joining us. We really appreciate it. Stay with us here on the Schedule Release Show. We'll be back when visit with Coach Rogers from the Desert Edge girls flag football team. When we return, they'll face off against these Canyon View Jaguars coming up this fall on the Epic Sports Network. Stay with us, more to come as we wrap up the Schedule Release Show here on a Thursday night.
I love Sky Zone because it's the most fun.
I love Sky Zone because it is the greatest workout.
I can jump off the walls and fly with my friends. Most fun.
It gets my heart rate pumping. It tones all my muscles. You can burn 1,000 calories an hour.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Greatest workout! Jump into fun and fitness at Sky Zone, the original indoor trampoline park.
At Precision Air and Plumbing, we understand that we're all using our homes in ways we never have before. And we are dedicated to making sure that your air conditioning and plumbing are working at peak efficiency no matter what you're doing. When you make the precision decision, you can trust that we're going to hold ourselves to a higher standard and above all, operate with integrity. We're going to protect your comfort with the longest, most comprehensive warranties available, guaranteed. Give us a chance to earn your business. Visit us today at precisionairandplumbing.com.
We welcome you back here to Epic Wings in Glendale, Arizona. It's the Thursday Night Football Schedule Release Show. The matchup on the schedule right now is the Canyon View Jaguars. They will be traveling over to Goodyear to battle the Desert Edge Scorpions. We're pleased now to be joined by Coach Dre Rogers here, who also coaches the basketball team over there. Coach, tell us about girls flag football and how things have come along there at Desert Edge.
Yeah, man, we just have a ton of fun. I'll just say that, like, right away, like, it was just as it got put together, we just knew we were going to have a ton of fun. We had a bunch of girls basketball players and some volleyball players come out, and just super athletic and just willing to compete and have fun.
Yeah, Coach, I was going to ask you, how does basketball and volleyball translate to flag football? As far as you mentioned, they're extremely athletic, obviously, but how does that work as they move over to a completely different sport?
Yeah, just athleticism wise, and then just their minds. They actually understand how to play the game, and there wasn't a lot of teaching involved. It was like, hey, can you run a route? Can you catch a football? And then after that, we just teach them X's and O's. But like just watching their athleticism translate from the court to the field was actually amazing to watch.
How did you come about being the coach there for girls flag football at Desert Edge?
I'll be honest with you. So
please,
first, I actually still play flag football. So it was when girls flag football popped up, I was like, sign me up, man. I actually want to do this, And it was the first time I've coached girls. But it was an incredible experience, and I think our girls had a really, really good experience as well.
And like James said, it's about that fun factor. The girls come out, of course, it's a physical sport. They like to run around and do what they do as far as their sport is concerned. But to go out there and just have fun and create a sisterhood, that's the most important thing.
Yeah, no doubt. And here's the thing too. I'm all about relationships. So the way I speak to my players, the way we build our culture is all about relationships in the first place. So building that sisterhood was the first thing we talked about. We never talked about wins or losses. We were 0-3 to start this season. So we never thought about any of that. We thought about, hey, how do we build culture and build sisterhood before we ever start winning football games?
How has Mr. Lynn and the administration there at Desert Edge helped you guys implement the girls flag football program?
They have been tremendous.
That's
tremendous, supportive, champion us. Whenever we needed a field, a schedule change, anything like that, just 100% supportive.
And it's kind of funny now because you have, there were some scheduling things going on with girls flag football when we initially tried to get it done. And now it seems like the basketball coaches and like, hey, welcome to our world for the last 30 years where you have to figure out girls and guys sports every week. And we're going to practice for you. And then we're going to switch off on B days and A days and all that,
no
right?
No question. Yep. Yeah. And
so kind of ironic.
Right. And I'm going to have to deal with it a little bit, but that's all right, man.
Sure.
Again, so I think, we have some coaches in our facility at our school that really love to work with each other. So I don't think we're going to ever have a problem with that. We'll figure it out.
Great stuff.
As excited as the girls are and you are in the administration and everybody at the school, are the parents and the rest of the community excited about a girls flag football?
Yeah, so that was the one thing I worried about a little bit was like, man, sometimes there's not a ton of parent support. But when we looked at our stands at our home games, the parents all over the place. So like parents, kids. So it was really cool to see the community rally around flag football in our first season.
Last question for you here, Coach. Has there been a player or maybe two players that have surprised you that maybe weren't even going to come out for football and they did, and now they're playing really well or showing you some flashes of brilliance?
I'll just tell you, like my quarterback Drea, and then our snapper Sophia Tansky, and then our receiver Alexis Salinas. Those three have been tremendous. They're playing club right now, but those three, leadership wise, playing wise, they are trying to elevate and take this thing to the next level. So be on the lookout for those three for sure.
Absolutely.
That
great
is cool.
stuff here from Desert Edge. They're facing off
Yes.
against the Canyon View Jaguars. Coach Rogers, thank you so much. It's always great to see you, my friend.
Yes, sir.
And
Thank
we
you.
appreciate your time. We look forward to featuring you guys this fall on the Epic Sports Network
Appreciate
on
it.
Thursday Night Football. Stay with us. I believe it's our final game of the year will be announced here in just a moment when we return here on the schedule release show. More to come from Epic Wings right after this.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
I'm Marty Smith, and I'm a host and reporter for ESPN. When this opportunity came my way to become a member of Pit Boss Nation, I just started laughing, honestly. I started laughing because I was like, first of all, it fits right in my wheelhouse, but second, it's another way to build community. So I'm ready to crank that thing up.
We welcome you back here on the Epic Sports Network. The Thursday Night Football schedule release show is just about wrapped up and in the books, but we got one more game to release here. The next one coming up on the schedule, the final regular season game of the year, will feature the Trevor Brown Bruins and the South Mountain Jaguars. We are pleased now to be joined by Coach Byron Evans from South Mountain. He's going to come on here on the program with us. Coach Evans, how are you, my friend?
Oh, man, I'm blessed, man. You saved the best for last, man.
That's how we do it here on the Epic Sports Network.
That's how we do it.
How are you, my friend? I haven't got to see you in quite some time. We go way back. Tell us about your South Mountain Jaguars football team and what you guys are trying to accomplish there in the offseason.
We just got a lot of great things going on, man. The kids are exciting. We're excited. The community is exciting. We're excited about what we're doing over there at South Mountain. You know, the mountain don't move, and we're excited, and we're getting these young kids going, getting them back. We're getting them in the weight room. We're getting the coaches re-energized, rejuvenated. I'm excited about what we're doing. I'm excited about, rekindling the rivalry versus Trevor Brown, the old Darren Tupper days and the old Byron Evans, Bill Mitten days and all that good stuff. So I'm excited.
We are taking it back, Coach. It's going to be great stuff.
Coach, you ended the season on a roll last season, winning 3 of your last 4. How important is it to keep that momentum going? I know it'll be an entirely different team with some new players. A lot of guys have left, and you've got some mainstays and some new guys coming on. But being able to continue and carry that momentum into this season.
Well, like I said, I'm just totally excited about what our young men are doing. They got great character. They represent South Mountain well. We're on the road. We won road games. We're on the road games. We won 3 out of 5 road games, but now we got to just, carry that over to winning home games. And, we're just excited with the mixture of our veterans that we have coming back. We got our offensive line will probably be our strength. Andre Guevara, he was first team all all Metro at tackle. We got some skilled guys who are very talented, and we're just putting everything together, man. And we're excited about the opportunity to play against Trevor Brown again.
Coach, how have you been able to put the Byron Evans stamp on the South Mountain Jaguars over there?
Hey, but you don't have to do much, man. You know, I wasn't a Jaguar, but I was a Rebel. But you know, it's home for me, man. And you know, every day, man, I'm the one of the most blessed person in the world, man, to be able to go to my alma mater, man, and to give back and to pour into these young men and to make sure these young men get every opportunity they can to succeed in life, and bringing our community back, and our community is coming back, and it's just exciting times, not at Ridgemont High, but at South Mountain High.
Coach, your defense was really active last year. 51 TFLs, 30 sacks, 22 interceptions. We can go through a litany of numbers, but how excited are you to see what your defense is going to bring this season?
Well, that was too much defense. You know, we got to get our offense going. You know, we get our offense going, man. But you know, like I said, man, we just make it simple for our young men to utilize their talents, to utilize their gifts, and this to try to give our offense a few more opportunities to come away with what we're trying to do, and that's just bring back the winning tradition that we've had over the years and over the years and over the years, and I'm excited to be ahead of it to bring this thing back.
Coach, South Mountain Jaguars head coach Byron Evans joining us here, former All-Pro with the Philadelphia Eagles back in the day. Thank you, Coach, so much for taking the time out. We're looking forward to that Thursday night football game against those Trevor Brown Bruins.
Right, we tried to make it out there, but we needed a helicopter, something to get out the way to 95th Avenue.
Well, hey, you could have hopped a ride with Ed. He took the helicopter out here from Central Phoenix.
Yes. Yeah, we appreciate the opportunity, and like I said, we know Trevor Brown. They coach very well. You know, they got great coaching, and they're going to be tough, and we're just looking forward to the challenge.
It should be a great game. Coach, thank you so much for your time. Have a great evening. We will see you in the fall. Coach Byron Evans joining us here on the program. Thank you so much for your time, Coach. And we're going to take a short break here on the program and be joined by those Trevor Brown Bruins when we return here on the Epic Sports Network. Stay with us. One more to go.
I love Sky Zone because it's the most fun.
I love Sky Zone because it is the greatest workout.
I can jump off the walls and fly with my friends. Most fun.
It gets my heart rate pumping. It tones all my muscles. You can burn 1,000 calories an hour.
Most fun.
Greatest workout.
Most fun. Greatest workout.
Most fun.
Greatest workout. Jump into fun and fitness at Sky Zone, the original indoor trampoline park.
At Precision Air and Plumbing, we understand that we're all using our homes in ways we never have before. And we are dedicated to making sure that your air conditioning and plumbing are working at peak efficiency no matter what you're doing. When you make the precision decision, you can trust that we're going to hold ourselves to a higher standard and above all, operate with integrity. We're going to protect your comfort with the longest, most comprehensive warranties available, guaranteed. Give us a chance to earn your business. Visit us today at precisionailandplumbing.com.
Get our full sevens done, and then I told everybody, y'all got to.
We welcome you back here on the Epic Sports Network. The South Mountain Jaguars will host these Trevor Brown Bruins on our last regular season game of the year on Thursday Night Football. We're pleased now to be joined by Coach Francisco Rangel and his gentleman here from the Trevor Brown Bruins, fresh from sevens competition over there at Arizona Christian. First question: how did it go tonight, Coach?
It was actually at TGB tonight.
Oh, okay. My bad.
We had some schools come by, got to compete.
Who all was there?
We had Washington stop by, that school that's down the street from us. I don't say their name.
Yep.
And then Borgate Catholic was there. So
okay, the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, it was good to just compete and just kind of got a lot of new faces that were breaking in. So we're really excited.
Coach, we're excited to have you on Thursday Night Football once again this season. It should be a great game against South Mountain. We just got to visit with Coach Byron Evans. What do you know about those guys before we visit with these two young men you brought here with you tonight?
Coach Evans is my favorite coach in the district. He gets me fired up.
You can't help it.
Yeah, he's just been a huge supporter of myself and the program. They're going to be tough. They're going to be well coached. But, I mean, I have such great respect for Coach Evans. You know, I always light up when I see him, get a couple words of wisdom from him. So I'm really excited to compete. We played once during our 3-game COVID season, and it came down to overtime, 2-yard line.
Oh.
He stuffed us, so I'm really excited for that opportunity. But I can't say enough good things about him and that whole program.
Coach, with those 7-on-7s tonight, with what you were looking for, did you get it? Did you see what you wanted to see from your guys?
I wanted to see us compete. Like I said, we had 23 seniors graduate. There's a lot of like my wife showed up today and she goes, "Wow, like I don't know a lot of people no more." And
whole new crew, right?
Whole new crew. But they're energetic. It's been a great off season. I never thought, like, when I got here, they're like, "Oh, you won't get this for spring." We're representing 65 kids, and kids are working hard. They're competing. They're trying to gel. And was it smooth? No. Like, our lineman competition was not up to our standards. And but
that's correctable.
Baby state. Oh yeah. It's part of the process. And that's the part that always gets me excited is these kids. They make it worth it. It's never easy, but it's awesome. Like, I love these guys. They literally are my sense of peace at times, even when they're driving me nuts.
Right. So. That sounds about right. Just like home, right, James?
Exactly right. That's exactly what happens.
Just like
you
our
brought
kids at home.
quarterback Andrew Romero and defensive back / wide receiver, one of those ATHs we like to talk about.
Yes, sir.
Luis Fierro with us. Tell us about these gentlemen.
So QB1,
as we look at some of their film here, right quick.
Yeah. So QB1, Andrew Romero showed up last year. God, I love this kid. He's a great young man. He's a heck of a talent. I think he had a tall task coming in. We started off hot last year, 5-0, and having to come in, and we finished 0-5, and it's not all on him. Everyone was like, "Oh, it's not on him." Like, there was a group collaborative effort. We played some great teams, but he's a dynamic athlete, can make every throw. He's a leader, 3.0 kid. When you talk about a quarterback, I had a really good one a couple years ago. I see a lot of things, but I always tell him to be himself. I tell him always his biggest supporter, but I always be his critic, and I always got his back. So he's just a great young man that I'm super excited to have.
Andrew, how much fun is it playing football for the Trevor Brown Bruins and wearing that number 4 on your back and representing the team as you do so well?
It's fun. When I first met Coach Rangel, it was like we had a connection already. We started talking, and I was like, "Yeah, this is where I want to play at," and I've been having fun ever since. Just meeting everyone and just the new team that I just love so much right now.
How much does it mean for you to have that sort of connection with your head coach, especially being the quarterback, being able to come to him, feel comfortable enough to talk to him maybe about anything? Because let's face it, sometimes, Coach, these guys will talk to you about things that they won't even tell their parents.
Oh, every day. That's the best part. Like I tell them, it's not easy here, but it's 100% worth it. We have great kids, and Andrew's one of them, and I'm blessed. I tell everybody I have the best job in the world. Everybody wants to go to Alabama. This is my Bama.
All right. How has he made you better as a quarterback?
He's made me so much better. Like, I walked in, I was nervous. I didn't know a lot. And after the first 5 games, he was like, "You're starting next." And I was like, "Okay, it's a big task because 5-0 team.
Ready or not, right?"
Yeah, and it didn't go my way, and he helped me a lot throughout it. Like, it was a tough task for me, but he helped me and had my back the whole way through. And now I'm just ready to bounce back, and he's been a great help for me.
Good stuff. Great stuff right there. Luis Fierro also joining us here on the program from the Trevor Brown Bruins. Now, I see defensive back and wide receiver. Do you have a preference there that you like to play more one than the other?
I really like wide receiver more.
Okay.
It's like really what I focus on. Linebacker is great too. I like linebacker.
Little linebacker. Okay, I was a little off with the DB there. My mistake. I tagged it wrong there on the video, Ed. That was my mistake. How does playing defense in practice every day and going against a stud like this at quarterback make you better?
It really makes me better because he's like QB1. I get to like understand like how the starting QB for the next game is gonna play, because obviously I'm going there to start best, and I get to catch balls from him. I get to pick him off, take away his wide receivers sometimes.
I have a feeling there's a lot of friendly competition going out there at TGB. Is that right, Coach?
It's a great dynamic. Like I said, I think our kids really bought into it's us against everybody. Nothing's going to be handed out. And, Fierro and Drew, they have a great connection. But, you're talking about hardworking kids. I still remember his first game when he got here during COVID, man. I was never played tackle football before, and it was against South Mountain.
Okay.
man, he had like 5 catches, 110 yards.
Whoa.
He took a speed out, and then he was at linebacker. And you know,
I see him walking down here on some of the highlights.
He's a freak athlete, man, and he's been one of the guys that's year number 4 for me already here, and he's part of that first class I'm getting through. And you kind of see that progression of, wow, like, man, I'm getting old, but these guys you're seeing those progressions, and
sure.
You know, he never complains. He's worked hard. I mean, he took a mean shot today earlier. We had to get him a new 7th gear before coming up here because, you know, thank gosh we have those little soft helmets, man. He took a shot, but you know, I'm trying to make sure he's good. He goes, oh, just a little cut. I'm like, bro, you're bleeding. Like, I gotta make sure you're okay. And but you know, great
Coach,
kid.
all the limbs are still attached. I'm good. Put me back in the game.
Yeah,
will you please?
I was looking for him. Like, what do you say? Like, Coach, he's back out there. He said he's fine. I was like, oh God. And I'm like, oh God, I hope my AT don't see this because she'll be freaking out. She's like, you better be taking care of these kids. So, but yeah, no, he's a great kid.
We know that these guys are in good hands under your direction there, Trevor G. Brown,
that.
and we appreciate you once again being part of Thursday Night Football. We had a great time out there last season, a memorable time that lightning delay. Remember that?
Dude.
And then we finally got things underway. I think it was about 11:30 or something like that night. But we got that game in, and it was a great time.
It was. I mean, that was we were definitely looking to bounce back. It was a great game. God, if y'all knew the refs were trying to leave because they didn't want to be out there too late. And me and Large, I'm like, we got to play this game. He's like, I agree. I'm like, I'm not trying to do this again. Like, this lightning's going on. So,
That's it. We're staying. We're getting this thing in.
Yeah, so super excited for this
exactly
matchup.
Right. The Trevor Brown Bruins joining us here. They'll be facing off against those South Mountain Jaguars here on Thursday Night Football this season. Stay with us. We'll wrap up the Thursday Night Football schedule release show when we return. 2 more special guests, Chris Eaton from Gridiron, Arizona, and Jacob Selena join us here after the break. Stay with us. More to come as we wrap this up from Epic Wings in Glendale. We'll be right back.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Epic Wings, your wing spot since 1982, is now open in Glendale. Our Epic Wings and tenders are fresh, never frozen, and our breadsticks, sauces, and dips are made from scratch daily. It's that tradition of unwavering quality since 1982 that our customers have grown to love and why we have been named Best Wings time and time again. Come visit our newest location at 95th Avenue and Camelback in Glendale. Epic Wings, proud supporter of Thursday Night Football on the Epic Sports Network.
I'm Marty Smith, and I'm a host and reporter for ESPN. When this opportunity came my way to become a member of Pit Boss Nation, I just started laughing, honestly. I started laughing because I was like, first of all, it fits right in my wheelhouse, but second, it's another way to build community. So I'm ready to crank that thing up.
We welcome you back here on the Thursday Night Football schedule release show. One more segment. We got some special guests joining us here who have weathered the storm and stayed with us all evening. Chris Eaton from Gridiron, Arizona, and Jacob Selena from ArizonaVarsity.com joining us. Gentlemen, thank you so much. You've seen the entire schedule now. What games jump off the page to you, Chris? I'll start with you.
Yeah, that very first one right there out of the gate before the big schools get going, you got Scottsdale Christian, Santan Charter. You brought the quarterback on there, Jack Atkinson from Scottsdale Christian. And the 2 quarterbacks, Atkinson and Zayden Neal from Santan Charter, they combined to throw 58 touchdowns last season. So you might have some fireworks coming out of the gate out
Prolific
there in the Far
there.
East Valley out there in Santan.
Yes. How about you, Jacob? Anything that jumps off the page right away when you see that schedule?
What jumped out right away was that Thunderbird Moon Valley matchup
Okay.
right away. Open up the season for the big schools. I know Thunderbird, they're returning a duo of receivers, Tyler Woods and Elijah Little, combined for close to 900 receiving yards. That game's going to have a lot of fireworks really early on. I think those 2 teams are really going to light it up right away.
Your thoughts on girls flag football this season? We're excited to have that come on the Epic Sports Network and feature those ladies who have really been playing some outstanding and exciting football.
Yeah, a lot of them have gotten involved with 2 seasons this past school year. You had some playing in the fall. You had a lot more playing in the spring. And then you guys are given the opportunity there for some Thursday night footage of them because I know they might get buried. A lot of people are worried they might get buried with the being in the same season as the boys football, not having their own platform, but you guys are given that game of the week status to the girls. And I'll tell you, I was doing a little bit of looking here at your schedule. You got Eastmark, a team that made the quarterfinals in April. They were the number 2 seed in the playoffs for them. Mountain Points girls, they made the playoffs last season. And then Canyon View, they defeated Verado in the first round of this year's playoffs. So you get some real quality girls teams that are going to be part of the package.
Chris, an interesting thing about this schedule, there's quite a few playoff teams that are on this schedule up and down the entire schedule from the beginning to the end.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking at that Thunderbird team that made the playoffs last season. Cesar Chavez, 6A school, that they usually field a real strong team. And then going down to the smaller divisions, you got that Santan Foothills team that also made the playoffs. They made a huge turnaround last year. They went from 1-9 to a 7-3 regular season.
Jacob, what do you think about Thursday night football? When I started this year a couple of years ago, 2020 was our first year to do it during the COVID season, which was awful timing if you look back and think about it. But we already kind of started ramping things up. We were going to go ahead and do it anyway. But now it's become quite popular, especially with the AIA having to reschedule some games due to shortage of officials. What's the overall vibe on Thursday night football from your perspective?
No, I think it's a really good thing that we have Thursday night football, because you go back to way back in the day, even just 10 years ago, it was a big deal to play on Thursday nights.
Yes.
Because, you got the attention. You were that team or teams that were playing that night. And, now I think it's a great thing that, y'all are bringing back Thursday night football, especially these past few seasons, because it's making it to where, you feel excited again. You're getting that spotlight on you. You're getting that attention. And, it allows the opportunity for some teams who may not necessarily get the coverage, throughout the season, get the chance to be the team that gets that spotlight, or, win or lose. So I think it's very beneficial.
Well, that's kind of been part of our mission the whole time, is to kind of expose some of those teams that maybe don't get that exposure, the smaller division schools, or maybe some schools outlying like Sienega or something that a lot of people say, where is Sienega? I don't even know how to get there. I have to look it up
Where's
on the
Vail,
Google
Arizona?
Maps, right?
I don't know where that is.
So we're trying to bring some of those schools to the forefront, because there's some really talented athletes there and some great coaches as well.
If memory serves me right, you guys went down to Sienega a couple of years ago,
We
right?
did.
Yeah,
We did.
Yep.
South Point and Sienega. Yes. Because I got a hold of some of the guys down there in Southern Arizona and said, tell me the game in Southern Arizona. And without hesitation, South Point, Sienega. Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, Sienega has been one of the premier teams in Southern Arizona for quite a while. You could definitely say that they might be the best public school in Southern Arizona. And McClintock's going to have their hands full going down there on a Thursday night.
Yeah, it should be a great time. Any final thoughts here, Ed, as we get ready to wrap this thing up for the Thursday Night Football Schedule Release Show? And thank you guys for hanging out. I know it's been a little while, but we appreciate you joining us here.
That will be my first thought. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for being Iron Men and sticking around as long as you did. But last question. Are there any sleeper teams that kind of stick out to you in that schedule, or any teams that are not on that schedule that you're like, I think this team could sneak up and possibly make do some damage throughout the course of the season and the playoffs?
I'll throw a couple of East Valley teams out there that I know Zach Elvira, who's tuning in tonight, is into. They're out in the East Valley.
Shout out to Zach.
You got a Dobson team that's moving down to 5A. They have a talented quarterback. They returned their running back who ran for over 500 yards last year. And then you got Skyline that's got the quarterback and running back combination both back this year. You guys had them both on there with Jordan Blake, the running back that went for over 1,500 yards last season.
It's going to be exciting stuff all year long on Thursday Night Football, and we are just excited to be a part of it. Thank you guys so much for coming on. One final question for you here. I know you've heard about the Friday Night Red Zone. That's going to be coming up as well this fall on the Epic Sports Network. Any thoughts on that?
It sounds like it's going to be your quick wrap around as quick as you can of finding out what's going on throughout the valley. I'm not sure if you're using Twitter to do that, or if you're going to make contacts at 10 different locations and try to get people to call in. Or
we're gonna jump into the live broadcast via the NFHS network.
Okay.
There's 140 plus Pixelots here in the state of Arizona, providing live high school football coverage every Friday night. We're going to jump around using that method and check in on not only schools here in the valley, but all around the great state 48.
Man, that's actually amazing. I feel like, people like me, if there's a Friday night I'm not out there, that's exactly what I'm going to use now.
Absolutely.
That is so
and
cool.
That's exactly what we're hoping as well, Jacob.
Yeah, you said it yourself. your guys' purpose, your guys' mission is to try and get all these teams the attention they deserve, give more kids spotlight. That's exactly a way to do it. I love that.
It's going to be fun stuff. We're also going to roll out the Copper State Coaches Corner this fall as well here on the Epic Sports Network every Tuesday night. We got it down to a couple locations that are wanting to kind of duke it out for hosting rights. That's going to be a coaches show that we'll have on Tuesday nights, much similar to what we're doing here tonight. We'll have some coaches on. We'll have the winning coach from the previous Thursday night football game, and then some coaches that will feature during our Friday night red zone matchups that are featured on that Friday night. And everything is just going to get you ready for the next event coming up here on the Epic Sports Network.
Yeah, those restaurants are going to have to bring it food-wise, just like the Epic Wings people.
They will have to bring it indeed. That's a great point.
Yes.
And a special shout out as well to Alexandra and the entire team here at Epic Wings for having us out once again. Ed, it's been a great show. We're going to sign off here after almost 2.5 hours. Once again, thank you, gentlemen, for coming out. It's been a great night here. Any final thoughts, Ed?
Thank you, Miss Alexis.
Yes, thank you, Miss Alexis. Thank you for Adam Beadle for joining us as well here on the program tonight. And there's a couple special people here that make this Epic Sports Network thing go. And Alexis Weissar is one of those folks for sure. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. There she is right there checking in. We appreciate your time. Have a great night, and we will talk to you folks here in the fall. Thursday Night Football kicks off August 17th, 2023 as the Santan Charter Roadrunners host the Scottsdale Christian Academy Eagles. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you again very soon.
Good night.